Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from the Palatial Studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Well, not exactly Evan and Bonnie this morning. It's Evan and G. We say top of the morning. It is Friday.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
That's right. You better believe it's Friday.
Shut your pie hole. We're working here.
I know we're working, but you know, what can I say? Hey, we got to get things done.
You know what? I need a smoke and a beer.
Well, a smoke and a beer sounds pretty good this morning. Time is now 6:07. Actually, 6:08. Mr. Clock, would you certify that, please?
It's now 6:08 a.m.
And the top of the morning to you, Mr. G. This is a rare occasion. You and I together. All hell's going to break loose.
Good noon, men after lady, gentle body, on
man.
Bonnie Ashley's birthday.
That's right. And she's not here.
Smoke and a beer?
Smoke and a beer.
What? Typical Friday, I guess. Who was that? Who was that? Phyllis Diller?
I have no idea. I have all these different things.
Good Lord.
You know what? I need a smoke and a beer.
Here you go, ma'am. Knock yourself out.
That's right. Go on and have a good one.
So typical Friday around here, huh?
I
Well,
don't
no,
know.
not really, because yesterday we had a zoo in here, dude.
Yeah, dude, it was amazing.
I
It was
mean-
like old school radio.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with myself after yesterday and today. Wow. Then I go back to normal on Monday.
Dude, I was in here early. I have not been at the radio station that early.
I'm not used
walked
to
in
seeing
here.
somebody walk in that door before 5:38 in the morning.
I mean, well, at least Bonnie gets here at 5:38. I'm normally here like 10 of,
Yeah,
you
you
something
walked
like
in
that.
at like 5:18.
Yeah, I was early,
I heard it
man.
like
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell's
by the way,
that?
I was out there 5 minutes again.
Yeah.
You didn't
no,
hear
you
me.
weren't out
No,
there 5 minutes.
right,
Were
that-
you really?
That was the
Oh,
second
there you
time
go.
I
You called
knocked.
me Ray already. We're
Well,
not even
that's
3 minutes
one.
into the show.
We'll count.
That's what I'm going to keep track. Give me a whiteboard. That's one.
It's going to happen.
All right, wait.
Let's see how many times you call me Bonnie.
No, definitely not. You're definitely not Bonnie. You're a little tanner than her.
You know, Bonnie called me after the show yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this before we went off the air.
Right.
That it's my birthday. I don't want to take off because I got to do the news and Bonnie, take off. It's your birthday. Evan and I can handle it.
Yeah, we could handle it without a doubt.
Good for
And
her.
then of course she tells you, and I get no phone call.
She figured she had. I guess she figured she had talked to you. I know.
Yeah, we've already got a call this morning this early.
Uh-oh.
Hi, good morning.
Might
You're
be
on the
Bonnie.
air.
I have to have a political correction here.
All right.
You said you're going to get back to normal.
Yeah.
You never were normal.
Oh well, hey, come on.
You know who this is, right?
Who is that?
It's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Jam and Jeff from Jam Music.
Yeah.
Mr. G, what's up?
Good noon, but after Lady Gentle Body, Jam and Jeff. I haven't talked to you in a month of Sundays.
Yeah, it's been a while. How you been? You doing all right?
I am. You know, I mentioned to Evan this morning that you and I did a wedding together, and you were playing ukulele.
Yeah.
Oh, you could do ukulele, dude. Can you do tiptoe through the tulips?
And I don't even want to tell you the size of the tip that I got from that guy. Oh my God, he was crazy.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you received that big tip. I didn't get one. You know what? I bet you that was supposed to be shared with me. I bet you. See what he did?
I've done that before. I've done that before.
He told me to split it with somebody, but I forgot.
Yeah, he split it with his left side and his right
You
side
got
is how he
that
split
right.
it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Jeff, do you still have the music store?
Oh, no, I'm teaching privately now.
Oh, okay.
And work at a golf course in the morning. That's why I call in the morning.
Mhm.
And,
He calls religiously almost every morning for
actually,
us.
I'm doing better than I ever have, G.
Well,
So
good.
it's like,
I told
wow,
Evan.
Okay.
I was telling Evan earlier this morning. I bought my first sound system from you when I started my DJ business.
Yep. I remember that. Remember you coming in,
Mhm.
doing all that.
Hey.
The big one with the big subwoofer
With the
and,
big
and the
subwoofer.
two mid-range. What was the name of that system? It was a different. brand.
I can't think of the name of it, but yeah, it was very bulky, but it handled what I needed.
Was it
at the
Serwin
time.
Vega? Was it the
No,
Earthquakes?
it wasn't one of them. It was
Okay.
some awful brand.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's on tip of my tongue. I can't think of it.
But yeah,
But it made it through. I mean, you know, it held through. They were pretty strong units. I mean, you know.
it was just
pretty
big.
much-
It was very strong. It was big. You know.
Hey, Jeff, I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for my video of the grass
I
crying.
know. I got to get this done for you. It's been crazy at the golf course. Unbelievable.
Jeff was supposed to
Friday,
make
my
us a
day
video,
off.
G, of grass blades crying out loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
You're
cry
looking
out
at me
loud.
really strange.
Do they- but
I
gr-
got to set this one up really good for him, G.
Yeah,
So I'm
okay.
trying to come up with something really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, please do.
But it's been crazy. But today's my day off, and they made me work on my day off because they're running out of people. And it's crazy. But anyway, I want to say good morning to both of you, and have a good show today. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Mhm.
Hey, man, thanks so much for calling in, Jeff, and God bless you and enjoy
All
your
right.
weekend.
And tell Bonnie if you see her, happy birthday for me.
You
I
got
would have
it.
sang happy birthday to her, but
Well, you know what? Why don't
Ain't
you go
there.
ahead? Why don't you go ahead and sing it now? Because we podcast the show, and she'll go back and listen. So go ahead. The floor's all yours.
Let me call back.
Okay.
He got me in the middle of a bunch of things here. All right. Hold on.
All right,
I'll
buddy.
call you in a few minutes.
All right, bye bye.
That's right, because he didn't have the words in front of him.
Yeah,
you don't,
exactly.
It's just like the national
Yeah,
anthem. You don't want to mess that up.
No.
You can't do-
I,
yeah. Mhm.
You know, that's something that's another pet peeve of mine. Speaking of national anthem, we have had so many people come through the stadium and audition for the national anthem,
Mhm.
and you have no idea how many people don't know the words.
Well, you know what? I don't think it's that they don't know it. They're so nervous about it because it's such an important song to
Yeah.
sing, and
uh-huh.
that's why a lot of stars they
Mhm.
lip sync it. They
Mhm.
go in the studio and record it first, and then sing back to
Mhm.
it because they don't want to forget the words.
What is your all-time celebrity favorite national
Whitney
anthem?
Houston?
Oh,
Who else?
Hands down. Hands down.
That's a no-brainer.
That the tail end of that song, what she did at the tail end,
No,
How
the
she
little,
took it-
hold, they're into high,
the
there.
octaves
Yeah,
that went
uh-huh.
up,
Yeah.
oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Mhm.
Hands down. Rest her soul, definitely so, without a doubt. But yeah, we have so many people come through the stadium that audition.
And
this
who
year.
decides? Yay, nah.
Well, there's a team of a few people that do at the stadium. I handle the technical side of things.
right.
So this year was very different. What we did was we called back people that sang last year
Mhm.
that qualified, and we videotaped all the anthem singers this year. So when we do the national anthem, because of COVID, nobody's allowed on the field.
Right.
So we brought them in one by one into the stadium with an empty stadium, and we videotaped them singing.
Mhm.
So when they sing, when we do the national anthem, we direct the fans' attention to the video board for the singing of the national anthem on the video board, and it shows them singing on the video board.
Okay.
And that's the way we do it.
You know, folks, there's well, I don't think it's a secret, but we did a birthday party at Clover Park.
Mhm.
Clover
Glad you got it
Park.
right, Clover Park.
And for Connor when he was younger, and his
Uh-huh.
whole baseball little league team came, they put his
Right.
name up on the scoreboard.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, it was
Now, how long
so
ago was
cool.
this? How long ago was
Oh,
this?
10
Was it-
years ago.
Okay, because I'm there 9 years. This is my 9th season.
Mhm.
So if I would have remembered that, and I
Yeah.
definitely would have hooked you
Yeah,
up
you
on
were,
the video
and
board.
they met and it was during the summer, so they hung out with the Mets,
Okay.
the Port St. Lucie
The
Mets.
St. Lucie
You
Mets.
go, they walk out through the first
Oh yeah.
pitch out,
Oh
all
yeah.
that.
The whole 9
I mean,
yards.
people don't realize that you
They
can
meet
do
the
that. You can have
mascot.
you can have a birthday party at the Mets.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
And you
it's
throw out
kinda
the first
cool.
pitch. They give you a party deck and,
Right.
and autographed pictures and just
I'll
all
never
sorts of
forget
stuff.
that. The baseball team loved it. I mean, if your kid is playing little league,
Mhm.
what a way to, that's where you want to have his birthday party
Yeah.
for sure.
We did Gavin's birthday one year there, and it was really, really cool what we did for him. We got him to throw out the first pitch,
Mhm.
but right before he threw out the first pitch, we went to the video board, and there was his sister all the way from Afghanistan
Oh,
on the video
okay.
board,
Yeah, that's
wishing
cool.
him a happy
Mhm.
birthday.
Very cool.
And that just, he couldn't even throw the first pitch. He started crying.
Mm,
He got so emotional
wow.
because his sister, he's very close with his sister. So we directed him to look at the video board for a special message, and there's Haley popping up on the
Mhm.
video screen on this big army tank with a couple of her soldiers, and they're all wishing him a happy birthday.
Yeah, I know that blew his mind.
Yeah, that was really cool. That was very cool.
But
We
that's
do a
a,
lot of
it's,
cool
a,
stuff
it's a
there.
nice it's a nice feature out there to have a birthday party at the stadium.
Yeah,
At
definitely.
the ballpark.
At the ballpark.
Clover Park.
Clover Park is what it's called. We got a game today, as a matter of fact.
Play ball.
That's right.
Now batting Ron Swoboda.
Well, I
I've been wanting
changed.
to say that forever.
You know, I could actually. I wish you would have mentioned his name to me yesterday. I would have actually called him and had him on the show.
We talked about that because I
Yes.
mentioned that whole Ron Swoboda thing to you
Yeah.
before, and you said that you had a personal thing with him.
Yeah, I have a personal relationship with him now,
Yeah.
thanks to the New York Mets, and I can literally call him at any time, and he'll gladly be on the show.
Mhm.
He's lives in New Orleans. He has a radio show up there.
Mhm.
He does a sports radio show.
Okay.
So, but anyway, here we got another call coming in. Let's see who this is. Good morning. You're on the air with Evan and G. This is Big
that's
Kitty.
that cat thing
This,
that
yeah,
I
this
heard.
is Big Kitty.
I heard that the other day. I'm like, is that
Yeah.
meow 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 thing?
Yeah, this is Big Kitty. This is Big Kitty, G.
Oh, and on key too.
Yes.
Nice, very
Yes,
nice
very,
indeed.
very nice, Big Kitty. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Is it that the same one that did the meow 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 meow
No,
commercial?
this is Big Kitty's been a fan of the morning show for about a year now.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Big Kitty lives with Fredo, our band leader.
Mhm.
Okay, they are in cahoots together. Yeah. Now you can talk. Big Kitty will answer your questions. I will tell you that.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would?
Now I can translate what Big Kitty
Okay,
says.
all right.
Go ahead, Big Kitty. That would be 3.
3?
3.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that would be 3.
Hmm.
Oh, now 4. Okay.
4?
Yes.
That's how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would?
Now, if you get 1 meow, it's yes. 2 meows is no.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So sometimes you have to ask yes or no questions.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Do the name Ruby Begonia ring a bell?
That would be a no.
Oh, okay. She didn't,
Okay.
don't
Yeah,
know
that would
Ruby
be a no.
Begonia. Yeah, I guess she didn't. Yeah, she didn't.
Now,
They
just
they
think you
didn't
can
hang out
add this to
together.
your resume. You're having a conversation with a
Big
freaking
Kitty.
cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Kitty. And Big Kitty thinks this is funny. Thinks it's a joke.
I do too.
Yeah. It's all right. Yeah. You're having a conversation with a cat.
Yeah, I am.
Make sure you understand this.
Okay.
Okay. Don't tell your better half you had a conversation with a cat.
Who let the dogs out?
Cat's laughing at you.
Oh boy.
What's on slate for you? Are you and Fredo doing something this weekend? Yes. Okay. Are you going to Blind Creek Beach?
What's that? The Naked Beach?
Yes, that's a naked beach.
Oh.
Yeah. Big Kitty goes there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So does Fredo. Fredo has his mobile foot rub there,
Oh, he does.
and he does the suntan lotion thing there.
Okay.
Maybe
Mhm.
Fredo will call later this morning and check in. Who knows? All right, Big Kitty. Listen, we got to run. We're coming up on news here, so thank you for meowing in, and we appreciate it. Have a great day. All right. Bye bye. That's the kind of madness that we have to deal with in the mornings here.
Big Kitty.
Yeah, Big Kitty. It is 6:20 right now. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk where G is standing by with the headlines this morning. Morning, G.
Good morning. I'm calling your. Oh,
No,
that's the second one.
That's
two. Write it down.
That's 2.
More information coming out of the wrong way crash in Tampa that claimed the lives of 2 people this week, including police officer Jesse Madsen. Police Chief Brian Dugan says detectives have been able to confirm that Madsen deliberately placed his patrol car in Joshua Montick's path.
He deliberately moved his patrol car into the other driver's path of travel. We believe Jesse Madsen was attempting to stop this wrong way driver from putting anyone else's life in danger and laying down his own.
Police Chief Brian Dugan says the other driver who was also killed was a Colorado resident speeding down I-275 drunk and in excess of 100 miles per hour. Governor DeSantis says he wiped out most fines for local COVID-19 rules because they don't work.
DeSantis' order eliminates fines on individuals or businesses for not wearing masks or breaking other COVID rules.
I don't think it's conservative or liberal. I just think that those fines are out of control, and we want to make sure that folks are protected.
Speaking in Lake City, the governor said most local COVID ordinances haven't worked. The new rule doesn't apply to fines against nursing homes. I'm Gordon Bird.
1 year has passed since the start of the pandemic in Florida, but this is not the time to let your guard down. Lynette Johnson, Chief Nursing Officer at Advent Health, says they recommend that you continue to follow CDC guidelines.
And so I would say that at this time, you want to continue to wear your masks. You want to continue to social distance and practice safe practices. Absolutely.
Officials warn that the coronavirus continues to evolve and mutate, and caution is advised even if you've been vaccinated. The state is reporting 4,800 new COVID infections and 59 recent deaths from the virus. The average price of a gallon of gas in Florida has reached $2.85. Could we see $3 a gallon for the first time since 2014?
It's possible. I'm not waving the red flag that we're going to get the $3 a gallon. But if we see additional increases in crude oil, then that's certainly possible.
AAA's Mark Jenkins blames the price surge at the pump on supply and demand. Supplies of gas aren't keeping up with demand. As the pandemic hits the 1-year mark, much of the focus is now on vaccines. Which one should you get?
There's a whole lot of language out there in terms of Pfizer, Moderna, and J&J one shot, and the percentages and so forth. We subscribe to the idea that the best vaccine is the vaccine available to you.
And finally, Palm Beach Gardens Community High School was placed on lockdown yesterday while police investigated an anonymous threat. The school district notified parents in a telephone call Thursday morning. A message to parents said the school was on precautionary lockdown, but that all students and staff were safe in their classrooms. Police blocked the entrance to the campus during the investigation. The all clear was given shortly before 1 p.m. Police and school district officials didn't say what, if anything, was found. Duke has withdrawn from the ACC tournament, ended its season after a positive COVID-19 test within the program. The Blue Devils conference tournament quarterfinals game against Florida State, which I was looking forward to. It was canceled after a positive test, subsequent quarantining and constant contact tracing within the Duke's men's basketball program. Duke Athletic Director Kevin White said in a statement that the cancellation will end their 2020-21 season, snapping the Blue Devils' streak of 24 consecutive NCAA tournament appearances. The Blue Devils 13-11, 9-9 ACC, who won their first 2 games in the conference tournament, entered the week knowing that they likely needed to win that ACC tournament to extend the NCAA streak dating back to 1996. Florida State will advance to the tournament semifinal round because of the default there. So good for you, Florida State. I wish I had that song to play. Miami Heat center Myers Leonard fined $50,000, suspended from the team's facilities, and banned from the team activities for a week for the anti-Semitic slur he made while playing video games on Monday. And as opening day of the 2021 MLB season approaches, fans across the country will soon return to their home teams' ballparks, and in most cases for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. But lots of limitations, particularly when it comes to capacity. There won't be uniform, but they won't be uniform across the league, is what I'm hearing. The state and local governments will have a lot to say in determining how many fans can safely attend live sporting events, if any. Figure likely to change with fluctuations in the spread of COVID-19 and the vaccination rates. But while firm plans haven't been yet released for all 30 MLB teams, here's the latest on some of them. In fact, the Miami Marlins, their home opener April 1st versus the Rays. Fans are allowed on opening day. Approximately 9,200, which is about 25% capacity, will be allowed in the stadium. And I guess for the the Tampa Bay Rays, their home opener April 9th versus the Yankees, fans will be allowed there as well. Probably around 7,000, which is about 16% capacity. News time, 6:26. Traffic and weather together coming up next.
.26 the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and G this morning. We are a blended show this morning. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. G?
I'm looking at the traffic report here and looking at the map, and there is nothing going on. I guess that's pretty typical for 6:27 in the morning. Looking good. That's all I can say. I mean, that's your look at traffic. Temperatures, let's see, Hancock, Michigan. When's the last time you've been there?
I don't know, never.
19 degrees in Hancock, Michigan.
Ouch.
Port St. Lucie has 59 in Philadelphia. And Let's these are the temps here. Let's take a look at your weather from WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Partly to mostly sunny skies, still a little bit breezy out there, and beautiful high temperatures into the upper 70s. Tonight's forecast lows down into the mid 50s on the Treasure Coast, and then highs on Saturday up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Sunday looks just as nice, highs near 80, mostly sunny. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist James Wheeland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Do you have a suggestion for the show? Send us an email, WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. And now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
The inventor of the cassette tape, Lou Ottens, has died. He started out as an infant and then went to school. And fast forward to today. He's survived by his son, Dolby, 33, daughter Marantz, 45, and his wife Sony, 78. When they heard the news he passed, they were reeling. Doctors say he may have died from tapeworm. Rather than writing RIP, they're writing TDK. At the service, they're featuring a playlist from the first half of his life. But if you want to hear the second half, you'll have to turn it over and push play. He'll be buried in a clear plastic case with paper insert listing his accomplishments. And instead of a gravedigger, they have a guy standing by with a pencil in case it gets stuck. Wow. Reporting from the funeral of the man who invented the cassette tape, I'm Max L. Phillips.
Max L. Oh, my
You like
goodness.
that one?
They knocked that one right out.
Right,
the
is
park.
that a good one or what? Huh?
Yeah.
When was the last time you used a cassette tape?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a cassette tape. I don't have a player. I don't have a good look. Do I have a CD player? Oh yeah, one of my Macs has a CD player.
I
on it.
found my old air checks from WPOM.
Oh no!
When I used to work for you way back in the day, and let me see, if I remember correctly, I started there in 1988.
Oh, you're like Ray. You know numbers.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
numbers.
years
Yeah,
at all.
because Darren was born in '89. Remember, I had my first child when I was working there. So I was working there in '88 through '91. And all of a sudden, I did all my air checks, and I
Evan
found
was
them.
the white dude on the black station.
Yeah, I was the what do they call it? A grain of salt and a batch of pepper.
Yeah, he was.
People looked at me when I used to go to do remotes, and they're like, "You're white." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a white guy." So what's your point? Big deal. You just have a darker tin than I do.
No, when was Bobby Moore there then?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, it was D.W. Hardy.
D.W. Hardy and the Chucker.
The Chucker. and Robert Charles,
who's actually invented the old man down the road.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a fun crew.
That was fun. That was fun.
Steve
times.
Nattier.
Steve Nattier and his wife Rebecca,
and the Porsche.
And the black
This
Porsche.
dude would walk through the building so fast, his hair, it was like the wind was blowing his hair backwards. It was almost like he starched his hair straight so he would look fast standing still or something.
Oh my gosh.
Boy.
Now, who was the lady that worked up front that answered the
Marianne.
phone? Was it Marianne? Was that her name?
You know I'm in touch with too on Facebook is were you there when Kathleen was at the reception?
Yes,
Receptionist?
Kathleen.
Yeah.
How about Janice
Janice Delancey? No, I know who you're talking about. She had the Volvo.
No. Janice did the talk show.
I know. That's who I'm talking
I
about.
can't remember her last name.
Janice.
And then Reverend Thomas Masters.
Oh, and he became mayor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We knew these people when.
Oh my god.
Before they were these.
Before they were
I
anybody.
cannot think of Janice's last name.
Janice.
Very politically active.
Yes.
She was an activist and all that.
I can't remember.
Janice Graham.
Janice Graham. That's it. Yes. Good morning. You're on the air with G and Evan.
Yeah, man.
Oh, here's Fredo.
Oh, Fredo.
This is our band leader. Fredo's
What's going on, dude?
What's up, Fredo?
Hey, G, this reminds me of the time when you and I worked at RBD. Yeah, man. That was great.
Wait a minute.
man.
You're talking rockin' Big Daddy, baby.
The two-story building.
Man.
I did the midnight to 6 shift at WRBD on Rock Island Road. Joe Fisher.
Man.
Superman
The famous
Joe Fisher, who is now a deacon.
Oh, it's Deacon Joe Fisher now.
Deacon Joe Fisher. And he actually follows us on Facebook, and every now and then he'll message me.
Okay.
Yeah,
And of
Deacon
course,
Joe
you had
Fisher.
Dr. J and James T and Chico
right.
the Virgo.
And how about
the Mad Hatter?
the Crown Prince, the Crown Prince.
The Crown
That's exactly
Prince.
the way he used to do it. Yeah.
Oh, those
Yeah,
are so Fredo.
man.
You were back in those days, Fredo. So what were you doing in those days? You were in radio?
Oh, yeah. I worked at WRBD, WNN, WNS, all that cool stuff. Yeah, man. I did all that. Yeah, man. We did it for the chicks, so that's what the whole problem was.
there you
No,
go.
we all did it for
Yeah,
the chicks
man.
back in the day.
Yeah, man. By the way, I'm enjoying the manliness of the show today.
The
Yeah,
manliness. Oh,
the
yeah.
masculinity
Pulling
is
the man
flowing.
card.
And because of the masculinity, I put my medallion on. Yeah, man. So, hey, G, I want you to come out to Medallion Man today. I'll be there signing autographs, and I think you'll be great. Get yourself a medallion. You can get one with a diaper on it. Yeah, man. You get one that represents your townhouse. Whatever you need, I can get you a good medallion. Yeah, man. For masculinity. You
Right
represent the top cream of the crop masculinity.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Hey, listen, Fredo, it wouldn't be complete unless you sang happy birthday to Bonnie. So
there
could
you
you do that,
man.
please?
Yeah, happy birthday, Bonnie. Yeah. Like to massage those feet. Yeah.
It's not the birthday song, Fredo.
That's his one. He don't want to have to pay that price to sing the other one.
The royalties.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
don't
the
want to pay no
royalties.
royalties on
Yeah.
that song.
I gotta watch my budget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
All right. So where are we going to find you at today? Are you going to be out on Kenner Highway? Where are you going to be with your mobile foot rub?
Actually, you were talking about earlier. You were talking to Big Kitty. That's what made me call in. Yeah,
Oh.
man.
Okay.
And I always got to pet the kitty. Yeah, man. Anyways, I'll be over at Lion Creek Beach today. I'll be doing the self tanning. Yeah, man. Hey, ladies who don't have the top on, need the suntan lotion applied. I will be there for you. Yeah, man.
This is what I deal with every morning, G.
All right.
Okay. This is
Yeah,
the
man.
kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Then over the weekend, I'll be DJing a wedding. Yeah, man.
Oh, geez. Where are you going to be DJing the wedding at?
Hutchinson Island Marriott. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're very
okay.
familiar with that
Yeah,
spot, aren't we?
We've been there
Evan?
many times. Yeah. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have.
but it's the alley out back to Hutchinson Island Marriott. Yeah, man, that's where I'm
not
gonna be
one
at.
of the rooms.
Oh, he's doing an alley wedding.
Mm,
Okay.
one of those
Yeah.
Low
shotgun
budget.
style.
Yeah, low budget. Low budget.
Yeah, man. They're just gonna eat out of the dumpster. That's what they're gonna do. Yeah, man.
All right, Fredo, we're going to let you run. All right.
Yeah, man. I'm enjoying the manliness. G, keep on rocking, man, with the manliness and the masculinity.
You
yeah,
got
man.
it, Fredo.
All right. Take care, Fredo.
Appreciate you, Bubba.
Bye-bye. Let's do a viral video if we could. All right, so I've only got one viral video for you this morning, G.
All right.
It's a hack for getting free upgrades at a hotel.
Okay.
This woman made a post on TikTok, so let's listen to what she has to say.
Okay, I have a life hack for staying at hotels. And I used to work for an unnamed, very large hotel corporation. So one, do not book through Expedia, Trivago, anything like that. I know it might look cheaper, but that's because on the hotel's website, the daily rate includes taxes and fees, and on like those websites, it doesn't. So I will go on Expedia as my favorite, and then price shop, and then book directly through the hotel. You will get treated much better because they prefer when you do direct booking. Hotels also really, really like when you make an account on their app. So download their app. I'm sure if it's a major hotel, they have one. And then about 24 hours before you get there, send them a message on the app and be like, I'm so excited to stay. Thank you for having us. I was wondering if it would be possible to get a
Suck
room
up.
with a view or a room with a balcony. Even if that was supposed to cost extra, if they have the availability, they will upgrade you to it because they want to. It works 9 times out of 10.
There you go.
There's some truth to it, but
Yeah.
I am an Expedia. I use Expedia all the time.
Okay.
And I have gone to Expedia and get their price. And then I will go to the hotel or I will go to the airline and see if I can beat the price. Sometimes it's cheaper when you
Okay.
leave Expedia,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's not.
Now,
So, but I can appreciate what she's saying about they don't add the tax and all that included.
Now, do you book your airfare through the airlines direct, or do
That's what I'm saying. I'll
Okay.
go to Expedia first
Right.
and look and see what that rate is. And then I'll go to the airline, and whichever one is cheaper, I'll go with that.
Okay. All right. Very good. I believe it or not, I had found many years ago, I got a credit card through American Express. It's a Delta Sky Miles card because I enjoy flying Delta. So I use Delta Sky Miles American Express for all my purchases because for every dollar that I spend, I get a mile.
Okay.
So if I spend, let's say, $10,000 in a month on whatever, I get 10,000 miles. And to get a round trip airfare ticket, you only need 25,000 miles.
Okay.
So in 2.5 months of using the card, you've earned a free round trip airfare ticket.
Right.
And you just pay off the card every month so you don't accrue interest.
Now, when Patrick was in school up in Michigan, I used something called there was a student app, and it gave you, it didn't give you the miles, but it was way cheaper than the other.
Really?
Yeah. So if you got somebody in college and he was flying back and forth from Michigan to here for Thanksgiving and Christmas and spring break and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a few things out there that'll help you out.
Yeah. So what's on tap for you for this weekend? What are you going to be doing?
I don't have a wedding, so
You
I'm
don't?
just chilling.
Wow.
Evan, you know how it is in our industry.
Yeah.
I mean, we love it when we're making money, but
Yeah.
when I have a weekend where I don't have to get up, go to a venue, load all the equipment up, take the equipment out, set it up, do the wedding, and come home, I'm happy.
See, I hate sitting still. I'm the opposite.
Oh, I don't mind it.
I have to keep moving.
Hmm.
I literally have to keep moving.
Well, let's get together and ride our bikes because you haven't. See, we got to tell that story. I woke up one morning and just was into getting a bike.
Do you have a bike carrier on your car?
No.
Okay, I do. I have a bike carrier, so I can hitch it up.
So
to
that
my
means
hitch.
you can come to me.
I can come to you, or we can take both our bikes and go somewhere.
It'll carry two?
Yeah, it'll carry two.
So that's why you ended up, because I saw on the app that you were down in Del Rey somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, what so I signed up for this app called, what is it?
I got rid of it after a while.
Oh, how dare you?
I did. I got rid of it. I
when
want
I saw
nobody
the
knowing my
app,
business.
well, it would tell me where I just came from. It
Okay.
showed the whole the whole route, and then I saw Evan 9. I'm like, what? And I clicked on your name, and it showed me every time you rode your bike, where you went, what the elevation was, how fast you rode. I'm like, check this out. This is too cool.
Well, you know why I did that is because I was in the car and I turned it on.
Well,
it fooled you.
But what
it did.
What I was concerned with was, why am I seeing this? I didn't
Because we're
put
friends.
your name in.
We were friends.
Friends where? On Facebook?
I don't know if
I
it was
wasn't friends with
Facebook
you
or
on
somewhere.
Starva. I think it's called Starva.
Yeah, it's Starva. That's
But
what it's
I wasn't
called.
friends with you on that. This is
No.
the first time I'd
But it
ever
paired us
opened up the
together
app.
for some reason. I don't
And
know
I'm
why.
like, wow, this is too cool. And it showed me one day you were, I guess, down in Del Rey. I'm like, what the heck's he doing in Del Rey riding a bicycle?
Yeah.
So you took your bike down there.
Yeah, I did. It was pretty cool. Just kind
Do
of
you
rode
ride?
around.
You still ride often?
Not that much. I do now more because I went and had my bike modified 2 weeks ago. I went to a place called, I think it's called Sprockets, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a good name for a bike shop.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't like bending over when I'm riding on the seat. Yeah, I mean, not riding on the seat. When I'm sitting
when
on,
you're sitting your butt on.
yeah, and I got myself
you
one of
want to
those.
sit up straight?
Yeah, I like to sit up
Get you
straight.
some,
So
what do you call
I
it?
got the higher
hair-
handlebars.
Okay.
I did. They gave me a higher gooseneck, and They adjusted everything, and now it's like I'm sitting up straight.
Okay.
And it's so much more comfortable. And I got one of the big boy seats.
I was going to say, you got a big butt seat?
I got a big butt seat.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's nice and cushy and paddy, and
Okay.
it's bouncy and all that.
So now, what you have like a hybrid bike or a street bike?
It's
or what is
it's
it?
a mountain bike. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
Schwinn
You got a
mountain bike,
bike.
and I actually bought it at Toys R Us when they were going out of sale.
Mhm.
I bought Rachel and I one. They were like $60 each.
Yeah.
Normally $300 bikes.
Mhm.
So I bought the bikes, and I got into riding for a while, and then I just kind of stopped. And then I'm thinking, you know what? I need to get out and exercise since I don't go to the gym no more. So I took the bike down to the bike shop, had the handlebars done. It was like $65 to alter everything.
Mhm.
And now I ride the bike around the neighborhood now.
Yeah.
And
It's fun. I
cool.
mean, because like me, I'm not going to the gym.
Mhm.
I'm not running.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go
I'm
to the
not
gym
going to
yet.
walk.
Mhm.
I'm not doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I will get on the bike, and to me, that's fun. At the same
Yeah.
time, I'm working out. You know.
Well, you know
So-
what's even more cool is if you have an iPhone and you have a set of AirPods,
Mhm.
you can. I have a little
I
holder
think
for
that's
my
dangerous.
phone.
I've got the holder for my phone, but
Yeah.
I want to hear traffic. I don't want to be hearing no
Well,
music in
you
my
don't-
ears
you don't
while I'm
have-
riding a
You don't have
bike.
to put it in noise canceling mode. You can still hear the traffic
Mhm.
as long as you're not blasting the
Mhm.
music.
Well,
But you could have your
you knock
conversation.
yourself out with that.
You could have your conversation on a phone while you're riding your bike.
No, but I'm not having it through the. Usually, I don't have to talk on the bike. I just have it there so I can see where I am with
Okay.
my app and all that.
Okay.
I'm not talking to people when I'm riding my bike usually.
Yeah, I'll answer
But-
my phone while I'm riding
You
my
will?
bike. Oh yeah.
Well, I have
easily.
done it. I mean, I have done it.
Yeah.
But this all the accessories, dude.
Oh,
They've got so many cool things for bikes now. It's an entirely different world.
Way too much. I mean, next thing you know, they're gonna have a portable toilet seat that you hook up on the back.
Now, when you were coming up, did you have? I mean, did you do everything yourself to your bike? Did you ever take your bike to a shop?
Not really. No,
I've never taken my bike
No.
to a shop when I was a kid.
I put my own speedometer on it when I bought the bike 2 years ago, and that wasn't very hard to do. It's about, I don't know, it's about something like this big,
Mhm.
and it's got a wire that goes down the fork, and then part of it connects to the fork, and then there's another thing that connects to the sprocket. So every time it goes around, it goes past that contact that's on the sprocket,
Mhm.
and then that's how it determines how fast you're going. So
Now-
it's really cool.
When the English Racer was really, I guess it
Mhm.
was really everybody liked the English Racer back in the day. The 3-speed, I think it was only a 3-speed.
Oh man, do
I had one
remember
of
that.
those, and then
Okay.
the Stingray became popular.
Yes.
I took the forks off of the Stingray,
Uh-huh.
cut the forks off the Stingray,
Uh-huh.
added them to my English Racer,
Right.
and now I had a chopper.
Oh, people did that all the time.
And put the small
Yes.
wheel from the Stingray on the
Yes.
front
Yes.
of my
Yes.
and dude, it was so cool.
Did you have a banana seat? You know what the banana seat
Well, yeah,
was?
on the Stingray, I had the banana
Right.
seat.
Did
but
you have the sissy bar in the back? That
Of
went up?
course.
Had to have the sissy bar.
But then when my kids were older, when my kids were bike riders,
Uh-huh.
the pegs became popular. Remember
Yeah.
they put the pegs on it, now the
Yes.
person could ride on the back.
Yes.
With the,
Yes.
all that stuff.
How about
man.
the baseball cards in the spokes?
Oh, to making it flap?
Right? Remember that?
Did you ever put a balloon in there and do
Yes.
it that way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heck
Yes.
yeah.
Those were the good times. Those
Ah,
were
the
definitely the
baseball
good times.
cards in the spokes.
Sounded like you had a damn motorcycle.
I know.
6:45. It's news time. I'll brought to you this half hour by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Make sure you visit our good friend Hawk Levy for the best deals in town at one of the locations at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. G's at the news desk with the headlines. Good morning, G.
Morning, man. Many cities and municipalities in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast set to receive millions of dollars in aid under the American Rescue Plan passed by Congress this week. President Joe Biden signed the bill into law yesterday, which will provide $1.9 trillion in COVID-19 relief to families, states, and cities across the United States. The bill includes another round of stimulus checks for individuals earning less than $75,000 a year and couples earning less than $150,000. It'll be sent $1,400 checks from the United States. And under the state and local assistance provisions of the American Rescue Plan, Florida will receive $10.232 billion. Metro cities in Florida will receive $1.4 billion, and other non-county jurisdictions will receive $1.3 billion. But counties in Florida will receive about $4.165 billion, and in total, Florida will receive around $17.623 billion from the recovery plan. Some of the breakdowns. For the funds for cities and counties in our area, Palm Beach County is going to get $290 million. Martin County to receive $31 million. St. Lucie County, 63 mil, Indian River County, 31 mil, and Okeechobee County, 8.18 million. And some of the cities break down like this. Boca Raton will receive 11.22 million. Fort Pierce, 15.5 mil. Port St. Lucie, 27.28 mil, and West Palm, 25 to 30 million. More information coming out about the wrong way crash in Tampa that claimed the lives of 2 people this week, including police officer Jesse Madsen. Police Chief Brian Dugan says detectives have been able to confirm that Madsen deliberately placed his patrol car in the path.
He deliberately moved his patrol car into the other driver's path of travel. We believe Jesse Madsen was attempting to stop this wrong way driver from putting anyone else's life in danger and laying down his own.
Police Chief Brian Dugan says the other driver, who was also killed, was a Colorado resident speeding down I-275 drunk and in excess of 100 miles per hour. Governor DeSantis says he wiped out most fines for local COVID-19 rules because they don't work.
DeSantis' order eliminates individuals or businesses for not wearing masks or breaking other COVID rules.
I don't think it's conservative or liberal. I just think that those fines are out of control, and we want to make sure that.
Speaking in Lake City, the governor said most local COVID ordinances haven't worked. The new rule doesn't apply to fines against nursing homes. I'm Gordon Bird.
1 year has passed since the start of the pandemic in Florida, but this is not the time to let your guard down. Lynette Johnson, Chief Nursing Officer for Advent Health, says they recommend that you continue to follow CDC guidelines.
And so I would say that at this time, you want to continue to wear your masks. You want to continue to social distance and practice safe practices. Absolutely.
Palm Beach Gardens Community High School was placed on lockdown Thursday while police investigated an anonymous threat. The school district notified parents in a telephone call Thursday morning. A message to parents said the school was on precautionary lockdown, but that all students and staff were safe in their classrooms. Police blocked the entrance to the campus during the investigation. The all clear was given shortly before 1 p.m. Police and school district officials didn't say what, if anything, was found. And finally, a Florida school district is forbidding dancing during this year's prom season to help prevent the spread of coronavirus. Sarasota County Schools recently unveiled social distancing requirements to principals in order to proceed with prom. Among the rules in effect will be a ban on dancing. Spokeswoman Kelsey Wheely said Thursday morning in an email that the prom will be limited to seniors only and masks will be mandatory to attend. Students will also be grouped into pods and have assigned seating. The pod seating is precautionary so that in the event that a student tests positive for COVID-19, the entire group wouldn't have to be quarantined. Individual schools can choose the venue, the attire, the format, and additional safety precautions such as temperature checks. Many Florida school districts concealed proms and canceled proms and graduation last year because of COVID-19. Some Treasure Coast school districts have already made the decision to cancel prom this year as well. The New York Mets are hoping that positive thinking can manifest their dreams of a World Series title. This is interesting, Evan. On Wednesday, with no spring training games on the calendar, the Mets set up a drill called the 27 outs game, which requires a team to record 27 outs without making an error. With coaches Luis Rivera and Tony Tarasco taking turns hitting fungos around the field, the Mets defense recorded out by out. Now, with 1 out left in the game, they set up a Mets were in Game 7 of the World Series, needing 1 out to win. After a catch by outfielder Michael Conforto, the team decided to celebrate as if they had just clinched the title. For players like Mets first baseman Dominic Smith, the situation set up by a drill gave the team an opportunity to invoke the positive thinking needed to capture a championship. While the moment gave the team an opportunity to dream big about the 2021 season, ultimately the imagined championship celebration served as a moment of levity in the weeks leading up to opening day. So that's I would have loved to have seen that.
I've seen the video.
Oh,
okay. It's pretty cool. It really is.
The news time, what is it, 6:51, and your traffic and weather together coming up next.
Time now is 6:52 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and G. We're a blended show this morning, traffic and weather together. All brought to you by Waterway Dermatology, Dr. Ryan Schuring, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized healthcare back to dermatology, the Waterway. G?
Well, I'm looking at a silver alert, Evan, in West Palm Beach. The vehicle has been found, but the subject is still missing. Other than that, it looks like smooth sailing on the highways, and that's your latest look at traffic. Well, I'm looking at some different temperatures here, and I love to talk about Hancock, Michigan, because that's where Patrick was going to school, but they're always cold, as you can imagine. 19 degrees in Hancock, Michigan. Fort Lauderdale has 72. Philly, 59, and a beautiful 59 in Port St. Lucie. Beautiful day for us, though, but let's check in with your latest look at weather from WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Partly to mostly sunny skies. Still a little bit breezy out there. And the upper 70s. Tonight's forecast lows down into the mid 50s on the Treasure Coast, and then highs on Saturday up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Sunday looks just as nice, highs near 80, mostly sunny. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist James Wheeland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Mornings are better with the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on WSTU.
Well, it's not exactly Evan and Bonnie. It's Evan and G this morning. G, who's coming up at the 7 o'clock hour?
Oh, we're going to talk with our man on Hollywood from Hudak on Hollywood, Dan Hudak.
I can't wait. I've never had him on our show before, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, Dan, he's a movie critic. He knows his stuff. We talk, and the Grammys are, well, no, that's not a movie, but anyway, Grammys are this Sunday. But say, yeah, Dan Hudak. We talk about, and you're not a Netflicker.
No, I'm not a Netflicker.
I mean, I just made that name up. I don't even know if that's what they call people that watch Netflix.
That's all right. Netflicker, this flicker, that flicker. We all flicker. That's
calling me names here. Right?
Hey, we're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station, and we're WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast. You're listening to a blended show this morning. So if you're wondering what the madness is all about, well, this is what happens when you get two brothers from different mothers who have two sisters from different misters together to do a morning show.
I called you Ray again. Write that down. It's
Number
3.
3. All right, we'll be back shortly.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Announcer. That's right. As the announcer said, award-winning and critically acclaimed.
I heard that.
That's right. We are award-winning and critically acclaimed. Don't let nobody tell you anybody different.
I know that's right.
That's right. You better believe it.
I'll smack you.
You don't have to smack me. You can smack anybody else, but please don't smack me. The time now is officially 7:08. Mr. Clock, would you certify
It's
that?
now 7:08 a.m.
That's right, 7:08 a.m., and hopefully nobody will smack you, G.
The Get Up and Go show, Evan and Bonnie, and our guy on Hollywood, Hudak on Hollywood.com. Dan Hudak has joined us. Hey, Dan, good morning. Welcome to the show, dude.
Good morning, guys. Love a blended morning show.
Oh, yeah, man. And I love the band. We've got a great band down here, man. Fredo and them, right?
Yeah, Fredo and the Shy Guys.
Fredo
That's
and
our
the
house
Shy
band.
Guys.
Yeah.
Nice. Dan, since I last talked with you, I watched two good movies, actually. And first, I'll start out with the Coming to America. And Dan, you nailed that as far as, yeah, it was laugh out loud funny, but there was something missing, but I enjoyed it all the same.
Right. It's like a family reunion, right? You're happy to see these old characters, these old people you haven't seen in a long time. You share a good laugh. But, as a movie, it doesn't bring much new to the table that works. And I thought the real flaw was the guy who played Eddie Murphy's son. It's a huge role in the movie. He just wasn't funny enough to carry his end of it. You know what I mean, G?
Yeah, I do. I did love I loved when I saw McDowell's over in Zamunda. I'm like, wow, he done open up his restaurant over here? That was funny.
Yeah, a lot of nice touches, and it was cool to see like Louis Anderson, Arsenio Hall, all the guys, the comedians from the original, back on screen again. And the McDowell's in Zamunda was a nice touch. I'm with you on that one.
Well, we played a bite last week about how the Louis Anderson thing even came about in the first Coming to America, because they said, wait a minute, there's no white people in this movie. We got to get a white guy. And they thought Louis Anderson was the funny guy to put in it at that time, I guess. That I didn't know that was the case. That blew my mind when I heard that. Boy, I tell you that. But yeah, Coming to America, it was okay. I mean, there's a lot of mixed reviews about it going around, though, Dan.
Yes, and rightfully so. Everybody who wants to check it out. I mean, that's the good thing about Amazon Prime. Most people pay for Amazon Prime one time for the year, and so you have access to it. You can go and watch it whenever you'd like. It's streaming on Amazon Prime right now. There's no additional fee, unlike some other streaming services that we can speak of. There's no additional fee to watch Coming to America right now, and definitely a fun movie to check out. Just kind of temper those expectations, because it's certainly not as funny as the original.
Now, you and I talk every now and then about the HBO Max thing, and I'm somewhat disappointed in that, because I don't like the fact that after 30 days, if I don't watch this movie, it disappears. But I wanted to ask you about Tom and Jerry. I have not yet seen it, but what is your take on that, and what are people saying?
Well, I did not get a chance to see the Tom and Jerry movie. Obviously, Warner Brothers is banking on the kind of built-in name brand recognition with it in order to draw an audience to it. I can understand why they would want to release it on the big screen. But, the truth is, I don't know if Tom and Jerry really translates to a modern audience as well as it originally did when we were kids. The reviews, not great. But the audience score is a little bit better. So I think people are enjoying it a little more than the critics are. Not a huge surprise. This is Tom and Jerry, after all. I don't think there's much that's sacred in terms of classic cartoons that Hollywood won't try somehow, some way to kind of reappropriate, reinvent at some point. I know Looney Tunes is back in some kind of unique way recently, I heard. So, the Tom and Jerry movie, it seems to be doing okay with audiences, and until HBO Max releases something with streaming information, we're not going to know. But it was available on HBO Max, I believe, February 26th. So people can go, and you better do it in the next 2 weeks, or
Yeah.
you won't be able to on HBO Max.
Or it'll be locked in the vaults forever. Oh, boy. I saw a movie this weekend, last weekend, that you talked about, and it blew my mind. In fact, I'm still walking around the house clapping. I just clapped for no apparent reason, Dan. The U.S. versus Billie Holiday. My goodness. That lead actress. Now, did she win a Golden Globe for that?
Yes, she did.
And rightfully so. What a movie. Talk to me, Dan.
Yes, she did. Now, I must concede, UG, I have not watched it yet, but I am expecting Andra Day, who played Billie Holiday in the film, to receive an Oscar nomination for Best Actress when nominations are announced this coming Monday. They are right around the corner. This coming Monday. The film is available on Hulu. So anybody with a Hulu subscription, there are 2 movies for Oscar consideration you definitely want to check out. The Billie Holiday movie and Nomadland, the Frances McDormand movie in which she plays a nomad kind of wandering the American heartland, if you will. So yes, that is very high on my list of movies I want and need to check out before Monday comes and nominations are announced and I'm immersed in Oscar chaos starting on Monday. Very much looking forward to United States versus Billie Holiday. I'm so glad you liked it, Jake.
Well, it was, and it was interesting. I mean, I didn't grow up listening to Billie Holiday. I know her songs, and of course, that "Southern Trees Bear a Strange Fruit" song, which was the whole controversy during that time. Whereas the government didn't want her singing that song because it pretty much reminded them of what they had done to black people all those years, and just them silencing her. I mean, I who knew? I didn't know all that was going on. I'm sure a whole bunch of people didn't know, but it's a great movie. It's when you see it, Dan, you're gonna love it. And I know you're talking about you're reviewing the movie The Father. Now, Dan, I have not seen a trailer. Talk to me about The Father.
The Father is expanding in theaters this week. I believe you can find it on demand as well. It's based on a play by Florian Zeller. He directed the film. It's about a man who, as he is aging, he is starting to have dementia and memory issues. He is played by Anthony Hopkins. He is in his home. He's trying to make sense of his situation and keep things straight. Olivia Colman, a great actress. Olivia Colman, who played the Queen in The Crown, won an Oscar a few years ago. Terrific actress. She plays his daughter, and it's all about kind of the interplay between them as he continues to deal with his dementia issues. What's really fascinating for me, having a father in a similar situation, is the way the film, I think, conveys the mentality of a dementia patient. What he's thinking, what he's feeling, the confusion, the frustration, the stubbornness, all of those things that go into play. I think the film really nicely articulates what it is to have that confused and altered and impacted state of mind. And it also really nicely touches on the loved ones and the support for the father and the hardships that one endures when seeing someone in that difficult situation. Anthony Hopkins is terrific. Olivia Colman is terrific. This is a really good movie. It had 4 Golden Globe nominations. I'm expecting at least an actor and supporting actress nomination at the Oscars this Monday. I think it's a nice film, a touching film. It's not overly dramatic or overly depressing. It will be confusing at times for people, but that's when you're confused by it. That's when the film is kind of articulating the frustration of a dementia patient and the confusion that he feels. So it's really interestingly done. I highly recommend it. I think it's a fascinating movie in a lot of ways. It's called The Father. You can find it in theaters. Theaters opening back up, more people getting vaccinated. You may be feeling more kind of bold and venturing out to theaters these days. And I believe you can find it on demand on pay-per-view outlets as well.
So, Dan, what do you see in the future for theaters? As you mentioned, vaccines happening and theaters opening up. When do you see it becoming normal again to go to the theater?
Well, I'm looking at May 7th as a huge date. The country is opening back up, more people being vaccinated. And I'm looking at May 7th because that's really the start of summer movie season. Generally speaking, every year, roughly 60% of the total box office for the entire year is done during summer movie season. On May 7th, we have Black Widow opening. Scarlett Johansson, the Black Widow movie that was supposed to open last May, got pushed to this May. As of now, Disney has said it is not going to be simultaneously released on Disney Plus, that it's trying to do it only in theaters. So let's see what kind of kickstart Black Widow can offer, and then let's see what else comes this summer that can sustain people's desire to return to theaters. It's going to be an extraordinarily telling year, this coming year, then this May to the following May, if you will, on do people have a desire to return to theaters consistently and often enough in order for these big 20-screen multiplexes to stay in business? Or in this past year, have we become so used to all the really good content on streaming services and watching things from home? Are we just going to simply stay home more often now? Maybe invite people over rather than venture out to the theaters. So it's going to be a very telling year for the big multiplexes. Will there be enough strong content to draw people out to theaters? The studios are certainly going to try. There's a reason they stayed faithful to that model of movie theater openings for more than 100 years. So the studios are going to give everything they can to make it happen. We'll see if they have enough to keep people coming out.
Very good. All right, we're talking with Dan Hudak from HudakOnHollywood.com. That's the website. What's up on the site now, Dan?
So with the Oscar nominations coming, good time for me to remind everyone that I do a special Zoom talk on the Oscar nominations. So go to the website, HudakOnHollywood.com, click on the monthly special presentation, and then click on it for individuals, and you can see the dates that I'm doing. It's an hour-long presentation on the Best Picture Oscar nominees. I show a clip from each movie. I tell you why it was nominated. I predict winners in all the major categories. It's a fun talk. It's about an hour. I'm offering it 3 times in April. Everybody, please check it out, and I hope you can join me online when the time comes.
Follow Dan at Twitter at Dan Hudak, Facebook.com/HudakOnHollywood, and of course, Dan's website, HudakOnHollywood.com. Dan, thanks for the call, man. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week.
Pleasure, guys. Take care. Enjoy.
Right on, man. Dan Hudak from HudakOnHollywood.com.
Time now, 7:20 on the Get Up and Go Show. We're a blended show this morning. G and Evan coming in your ear, and have no fear. Let's go to the news desk where G's standing by with the headlines. Good morning, G.
Morning, Evan. Oh, almost called you Ray again, but that doesn't count. How much?
3.5.
How much will Florida receive from the American Rescue Plan? That's the question. Many cities and municipalities in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast set to receive millions of dollars in aid under the American Rescue Plan passed by Congress this week. President Joe Biden signed the bill into law yesterday, which will provide $1.9 trillion in COVID-19 relief to families, states, and cities across the United States. Now, the bill includes another round of stimulus checks for individuals earning less than $75,000 a year, and couples earning less than $150,000 will be sent $1,400 checks from the United States. Under the state and local assistance provisions of the American Rescue Plan, Florida will receive $10.232 billion. Metro cities in Florida will receive $1.4 billion, and other non-county jurisdictions will receive $1.3 billion. Now, counties in Florida will receive about $4.165 billion. And in total, Florida receives around $17 billion from this recovery plan. Now, the breakdown of funds for cities and counties in our area: Palm Beach County will get $290 million. Martin County, 31.22, 63 million for St. Lucie County. Indian River County will receive 31, and 8 million for Okeechobee County. So the money is in the mix, and you'll have yours soon. Palm Beach Gardens Community High School placed on lockdown Thursday while police investigated an anonymous threat. The school district notified parents in a telephone call yesterday morning. A message to parents said the school was on precautionary lockdown, but that all students and staff were safe in their classrooms. Police blocked the entrance to the campus during the investigation. The all clear was given shortly before 1 p.m. Police and school district officials didn't say what, if anything, was found. Governor DeSantis says he wiped out most fines for local COVID-19 rules because they don't work.
DeSantis' order eliminates fines on individuals or businesses for not wearing masks or breaking other COVID rules.
I don't think it's conservative or liberal. I just think that those fines are out of control, and we want to make sure that folks are protected.
Speaking in Lake City, the governor said most local COVID ordinances haven't worked. The new rule doesn't apply to fines against nursing homes. I'm Gordon Bird.
1 year has passed since the start of the pandemic in Florida, but this is not the time to let your guard down. Lynette Johnson, Chief Nursing Officer for Advent Health, says they recommend that you continue to follow CDC guidelines.
And so I would say that at this time, you want to continue to wear your masks. You want to continue to social distance and practice safe practices. Absolutely.
Officials warn that the coronavirus continues to evolve and mutate, and caution is advised even if you've been vaccinated. The state is reporting 4,800 new COVID infections and 59 recent deaths from the virus. The average price for a gallon of gasoline in Florida has reached $2.85. Could we see $3 a gallon for the first time since 2014?
It's possible. I'm not waving the red flag that we're going to get the $3 a gallon. But if we see additional increases in crude oil, then that's certainly possible.
AAA's Mark Jenkins blames the price surge at the pump on supply and demand. Supplies of gas aren't keeping up with the demand. And finally, as the pandemic hits the 1 year mark, much of the focus is now on vaccines. Which one should you get?
There's a whole lot of language out there in terms of Pfizer, Moderna, and J&J one shot, and the percentages and so forth. We subscribe to the idea that the best vaccine is the vaccine available to you.
And now from Studio 3BA, here's Sports Our Way.
I didn't know we had that studio
I know,
here.
yeah. No,
We don't have a Studio 3BA.
Made that up, yeah.
We have a 2BA.
We don't actually have a 3BA, too. Don't tell anybody.
Okay.
Duke is withdrawn from the ACC tournament and ended its season after a positive COVID-19 test within the program. The Blue Devils conference tournament quarterfinals game against Florida State was canceled after a positive test. Subsequent quarantining and contact tracing within the Duke's men basketball program. Duke athletic director said in a statement that the cancellation will end their 2020-21 season, snapping the Blue Devils, I should say, streak of 24 consecutive NCAA tournament appearances. The Blue Devils 3 make it 13-11, 9-9 ACC, who won their first two games in the conference tournament, entered the week knowing that they likely needed to win the ACC tournament to extend the NCAA streak dating back to 1996. Whoa. Florida State will advance to the tournament semifinal round to play the winner of last night's game, North Carolina and Virginia Tech. Miami Heat center Myers Leonard has been fined $50,000, suspended from the team's facilities, and banned from team activities for a week for his anti-Semitic slur that he made while playing video games on Monday. He will also be required to participate in a cultural diversity program. His comment was inexcusable, hurtful, and such an offensive term has no place in the NBA, the NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said in a statement. And as opening day of the 2021 MLB season approaches, play ball! The fans across the country will soon return to their home teams' ballparks, and in most cases for the first time since the coronavirus pandemic began. And Evan, I'm sure that's a relief for you. You're back in action.
Oh, we are definitely back in action. Only about 1/4 capacity, about 1,300 fans, but we'll take it.
There's going to be limitations, as Evan alluded to, particularly when it comes to capacity. There won't be, it won't be uniform across the league, but state and local governments will have a lot to say in determining how many fans can safely attend live sporting events, if any, figure likely to change with fluctuations in the spread of COVID-19 and vaccination rates. Now, while firm plans haven't been released by all 30 MLB teams, we've got some information. The Miami Marlins, their home opener April 1st versus the Rays, they're going to allow fans, but approximately at 25% capacity. The LA Dodgers, 20% capacity. Their opening day, April 9th against the Nationals. I mean, there's nothing like opening day in the MLB. Almost called you Ray again. Don't count that one.
3 3/4.
The Cubbies opening day, just for my Chicago fans, April 1st versus the Pirates. Yes, fans will be allowed at 20% capacity. The Boston Red Sox, about 12% capacity. Good Lord. Only 4,500 people are going to be allowed there. And, of course, this is tentative. New York Mets opener against the Marlins. Yes, fans will be allowed approximately 10% capacity in New York at Citi Field. Mercy. Well, they've got to do what they got to do. And, of course, the Tampa Bay Rays, their home opener, April 9th versus the Yankees. Likely fans will be allowed probably 16% capacity in that case. Do the ball game thing. Your news time, and my computer just died on me. How dare it? News time is 7:28. Your traffic and weather together coming up next.
$7:29 on a blended show this morning with G and Evan here on WPSL and WSTU. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. G?
Got a silver alert on State Road 91, West Palm Beach. I guess the vehicle has been found, but the subject is still missing. Other than that, don't see anything on the highways. That's your latest look at traffic. Let's see, 17 degrees in beautiful Hancock, Michigan. Philadelphia has 60, make it 50 degrees in London. And under partly cloudy skies, let's take a look at your latest weather from WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Partly to mostly sunny skies. Still a little bit breezy out there and beautiful high temperatures into the upper 70s. Tonight's forecast lows down into the mid 50s on the Treasure Coast, and then highs on Saturday up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Sunday looks just as nice. Highs near 80, mostly sunny. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist James Wheeland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the biggest little radio show on the biggest little planet, the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie.
You have heard Bonnie Ashley entertain thousands on WSTU Radio. Now, Fredo Entertainment Productions proudly presents Bonnie Ashley Sings the Hits at the Stewart Amphitheater in her first concert appearance.
Shirley Jones and me. Shirley Jones and me.
Bonnie Ashley sings Bruce Springsteen.
Went down in a dead man's town.
Bonnie Ashley sings Ozzy Osbourne.
Maybe it's not too late.
It's Bonnie Ashley Live. She will get you up and dancing with her rendition of Michael Jackson's Billie Jean.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Join Bonnie Ashley as she sings a duet with Big Kitty in an emotional tribute to Led Zeppelin.
There's a lady, I'm sure, all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway to heaven.
It's Bonnie Ashley Sings the Hits live at the Stewart Amphitheater. Call 1-800-SING THIS.
Where is the Stewart Amphitheater?
Oh, it's just down the street from here.
Right
yeah.
on. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Bonnie, we've had to postpone the concert several times,
Mhm.
just because of COVID.
Okay.
So we're still waiting for a new date from the amphitheater.
I want to see her and Miss Kitty.
I want
and
yeah,
Big Kitty.
Yeah, it's going to be one show that you'll never forget. That's for sure.
Evan,
That was the promo for the show.
Wow. I just got a text.
Yeah. Who'd you get a text from?
Kendall texted us. He texted us. He says, "How long is Ray going to be gone? It shouldn't take that long to get your head polished."
Oh.
That must be from what Bonnie said about the big cookie head thing.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Are you
we'll
serious?
We'll let Ray know that, Kendall.
Yeah, please do.
And now it's time for Stupid News,
It's so stupid and awesome.
where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
So anyway, we also have a promo for a Big Kitties in concert too.
All right.
We'll play that a little later on so you can hear that too. Anyway, you'll appreciate this story, G, because you and I are both in the wedding business. A man who proposed to his girlfriend at his best friend's wedding has been called out for wrecking their big day. This happened in Sydney, Australia. The guy's name is Laven Ben. Got married to his wife, Katrine, last week. In a bid to make the day memorable, the groom, Laven, planned for the best friend to pop the question to his own girlfriend during the reception. Now, have you ever had that happen to you?
No.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Now, the newlyweds were forced to defend their decision after receiving hate on the video they posted on Romantic Moment Online. Now, the video taken by a wedding guest sees the bride preparing to throw the bouquet behind her as a part of the old tradition, and whoever catches it is the next one to get married. But
Sure.
instead, she walks right over and hands it to her best friend.
Well, hey. I mean, no, I've seen that.
Yeah. And then it was all set up to pop the question. And the guy gets down on one knee and pops a question to the girl right there at the wedding.
That's-
Stole the thunder. The bride was ticked off.
Yeah, well, if she didn't know about it, I mean, I could see if they set it up that way, but
Yeah.
no.
She was ticked off.
Yeah, she should be.
Hi, good morning. You're on the air with Evan and G.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, okay. G, just so you know, let me introduce you. This is Bentley. Our butler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a butler for the show.
That's a good name for a butler, Bentley.
Yes, Bentley the butler. And Bentley takes care of us. He does different things for us and chores. If we need something, we have a bell we ring, and Bentley will come in studio and take care of us and
Oh,
get
okay.
us whatever we need.
That's cool.
So this is Bentley. Say good morning
Hey,
to
Bentley. Good morning, man.
Good morning, Mr. G. Actually, I was calling for you, sir.
Oh, okay. How can I do you for?
I received a message from Ray Thomas. He needs floor polish for his head. I'm supposed to deliver it today. I'm not sure, sir, where he lives.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well,
Well,
at,
I
at
don't
fourth
know.
at fourth and Drucker, hang a right. At
Yeah.
Drucker and fourth, hang a left.
Yes.
And he's right there on the corner.
Yes, right there on the corner.
Got it, sir. Also, the eggs and Aiken are on their way, sir.
Oh,
now
See,
he's
Bentley
talking
takes care
my
of us.
language.
Yes. All right, Bentley. We have another call coming in, so we have to get our call here, Bentley. But thank you for
Yes, sir.
checking in. Have a good day, Bentley. Yes, the eggs and bacon. Oh, wow. Oh, see, somebody did that to me.
I appreciate
hate that.
Bentley. I appreciate Bentley using my phrase.
Yes.
Eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon. Yeah.
Well,
no,
no.
Beggs-and-Aiken.
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 Mhm.
Beggs-and-Aiken. All right. So you've never had that happen to you at a wedding before?
No, but
huh?
I could. Well, yeah, I've had the bride just walk over to the person she
Right.
wants to give the bouquet to.
Right. But now, have you ever had the guy walk up and propose on the spot?
No, but I've had the bride say to me, "There is going to be a proposal during our time here. We'll
Okay.
let you know when." But she was in on it.
Okay.
She knew
All right.
that
So
it
she
was
was
gonna
cool.
happen.
See,
But
this bride wasn't in
no,
on it.
to blindside them like
Yeah,
that. No, don't take
she
that's
was
that's her
ticked off.
day.
Yeah.
That's her special day. You can't do that.
Yeah, she was ticked off. Anyway, there's a lady by the name of Sharon Carr. Maybe Sharon Carr should have grabbed a bag of potato chips instead of what she did. Police in Tulsa, Oklahoma, linked her to the scene of a break-in thanks to the Cheetos residue. Thanks to the Cheetos residue, officers said the suspect pried off a window screen and climbed into a home, but left without taking anything. And responding officers found a bag of Cheetos on the floor near the window. And when they caught up with Carr, they found residue from the snack in her teeth. And that's how they found out it was her.
Well, I'm sure there was probably something left on the
Yeah,
fingers
Cheeto
too. You
dust.
can't get rid of that stuff.
Yeah, Cheetos dust, just what it is. Hi, good morning. You're on the air with Evan and G.
Good morning. Can you help Evan play Banana Phone, please?
Okay, well, I'm
play-
sorry. Say
play
that
what?
again.
Banana Phone.
Oh, banana phone. Oh, banana phone. Oh, they want me to play banana phone.
What's that?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. Oh my gosh. You must be a Met fan. You must come to the stadium.
You got it. Occasionally, yeah.
Oh,
What's your name?
that's Palm
Bill.
City. Bill from Palm City.
Oh, is this Bill?
Yeah. Hey, Bill.
Hey.
Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm gonna bring it up right now and play it for you. Hold on. Let me find it here.
So the banana. So now.
Oh, this is a huge.
But
This
when
is
do
a
you
huge-
play it at the stadium?
So what happens is when there's a pitching change.
Okay.
And the opposing team has a pitching change, we play something that's called banana phone. That's this. Ring, 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 banana phone.
Oh, so that's when they're calling
Ring,
to the
ring,
bullpen
ring,
and all.
ring,
Oh,
ring,
okay.
ring, banana phone.
I've got this feeling so appealing for us to get together and sing, sing. Ring, 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 banana phone. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding, banana phone. It grows in bunches. I've got my hunches. It's the best, beats the rest. Cellular, modular, interactive, modular. Ring, 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 ring.
And it's very catchy, and all the fans love this.
Obviously, I mean, we'd had Bill call and
Yeah.
say, "Play the bad boy."
Yeah. So that's for Bill.
Yeah.
How to play that for him.
Right on.
It's a pretty cool tune.
Palm City Bill.
Palm City Bill. Now he calls your show all
Yeah.
the time, right? Cool. Cool.
Well,
No problem.
he obviously knows you because he's gone to the Mets stadium and heard that
Well-
song there.
well, yeah, he's probably heard my voice.
Yeah.
He knows I'm the announcer.
That's
there.
that dude.
Yeah, I have
That's
to
that-
get you to come up
that's
and,
that
and
dude.
I have to have you come up and sit in.
I haven't
and do
been
an
up in a
inning or two.
while. I haven't been up. Last time I was up there, Mighty Michael, you and Mighty Michael were doing things.
Yeah, he was running sound. I
and
was
you know,
doing the
it's
PA.
very interesting to me because the dudes that sit to the left of you,
Uh-huh.
what do they do? They're
Oh,
the
it's a
score-
whole production.
Yeah, they're the video guys.
Well, the guy that's all the way to the far left, he does what's called DAC stats for baseball. So every time the pitch is thrown, he has to input that in his machine,
Okay.
whether it's a ball or a strike, or if the batter gets a hit, a walk. And his machine also tells the data on the scoreboard what to do. So it shoots out the data
Okay.
to the scoreboard, like what the batter did the previous inning.
Mhm.
And then when the batter's out, it also has to do with changing of the headshot
Okay.
of the guy that's
There-
up to bat.
There's a lot that goes on in that booth.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Believe
then,
me.
then the next guy is Bob. Bob runs the video board.
Okay.
So he's the guy that puts all the graphics up, plays all the commercials and the videos.
And you now, and when you're doing the announcing, you're not doing the soundboard as well, or somebody else
No,
is doing that.
I have a sound person. I have a couple of different sound people this season. Returning, I think, for his 8th season is Michael Scalzo. My son Gavin is learned how to run sound, so
Mhm.
he's running sound now.
Mhm.
He used to be a bat boy, but because of COVID, they're not allowing bat boys this year.
Okay.
So he's running sound this year. He's done that before the last couple of years. And then I also have Josh Flores, who is my backup announcer. He is also a sound man as well.
Hmm.
So I've got a caveat of
Yeah, people
superstars
don't
up
realize.
there.
I mean, all they're sitting in the stands and they're hearing you announce the players and all that. They don't realize just what's going on up in that booth. There's a lot of things going down up there.
There's a lot of stuff, and we're a team of 5 people, and we're a well-oiled machine. And if I didn't have the 5 guys on my team,
Oh, heck,
I wouldn't have a team, unlike a baseball team. Good morning. You're on the air.
Is that the Five Guys hamburger thing?
That's them with the potatoes on the floor and all that, the peanuts and stuff.
Hey,
Yeah.
George, good morning. How are you this morning?
Well, I'm starting to pack stuff.
Oh, that's right. You're coming down here next week. That's right. We're going to
Yeah.
be eating good at the 9 household. When George comes into town, G, he cooks, he cleans, he does everything.
Yeah, I heard you
So
say
when
that
you're taking
yesterday.
the turkey out,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We have a turkey that's been sitting in our freezer for quite some time because I don't know how to cook a turkey.
Wait a minute, you guys have turkey more than once a year?
Yes.
Get the heck out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Rachel gets a turkey every year for the holidays.
Well, yeah.
So because this year, every year I throw this huge, massive holiday party. This year we didn't do it.
I've
because
been
of
there. I've
COVID.
been to your party
Right.
before.
This year we didn't do it because of COVID. So the turkey has been in the deep freeze since I want to say the first week of December.
We'll say it.
All right, the first week of December.
There you go.
And I don't know how to cook a turkey. Rachel kind of does. And
What do you mean
George
kind of does?
Yeah, kind of does.
There's a thing called Google.
Well, unfortunately, we don't want to go there.
Martha
we don't
Stewart
wanna-
turkey, Gladys Knight's turkey, Patty LaBelle's turkey.
Listen,
There's all kinds of turkey recipes.
Thank
out
God.
there. Yeah.
Thank God my wife is in class right now because she can't hear what I'm saying. My wife will just don't let her near
G,
the
are you taking my stardom away from here from cooking?
Well, no, but the thing is,
Come on, guys.
what do you mean you almost don't know how to cook a turkey? What the heck? In 2021?
I don't know how to cook a turkey. I
No.
don't, honestly.
Well, just
We
take
go out
that
and
bag
shoot it.
out of the cavity. Don't cook it
I'm
with
not
that bag
reaching
in
up
the cavity.
I'm not reaching up the turkey's arse.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay, well.
I don't do that.
Okay, you got to get that cavity out of
I
there.
don't do
The bag with
It's
all
a
the
pretty
guts in it.
big
and
damn cavity.
The gizzards and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
No. Gee, now see, George can he this guy can cook a turkey.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he makes the gravy from scratch
Mhm.
from the turkey.
You better believe it.
He makes the stuffing from scratch.
Mhm.
He bastes the turkey. He does everything to the turkey.
Mm.
And when it comes out of the oven, it's like so succulent. It's like, oh, it's decadent.
Now, George, do you ever do the deep fried deal?
I've seen too many people burn up doing
Burn
the
up, and not only burn up, burn their house down and everything else.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's not the prettiest looking bird, but the inside, when
Oh,
you
it's
cut
good.
inside that bad boy, and
my-
they inject all these different flavors in
Yeah.
it.
My father-in-law did a deep fried turkey one year, and we
Mhm.
went to his house, and it was like, wow,
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah, it
No, the
definitely was
best
good.
part is getting a fresh turkey. Oh my gosh. You go out hunting, you get a fresh turkey. Oh,
Oh boy, I just got messaged on Facebook.
Oh, she heard it.
Yeah, she goes, I can hear you. I am in deep trouble.
That's right. You just told
Oh,
America that your wife
boy.
can't make a turkey. Can't make a turkey.
She can make a turkey, but she can't make a turkey like George can
Okay,
make
well,
a turkey.
some people are better at things than others.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Rachel.
Oh yeah, it's always Rachel's birthday around
Oh.
here too. So
Oh,
we
it
always it happens in
Yeah,
July.
happy birthday, Bonnie. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, today's birthday. Yeah, today's birthday is Bonnie. Yeah. It's
Oh.
her birthday. She's 41 years old today.
You know you're not supposed to tell an age, but you're lying.
Well, I know I am.
Yeah, okay.
That's right. I don't want to
Yeah.
give it away. Anyway,
And I
my-
see you got a card here for
yeah,
it.
I do. My other line's ringing. Let me grab my other line. We go to news, George.
All right.
All right,
All
George.
righty, buddy.
Talk to you later. Bye. Hi. Good morning. You're on. All right. Darn it.
Makes
God
me
damn it.
sick when
I
that
hate
happens.
that. I really
It happens
do.
to us all the time.
I do. I hate that when somebody calls in and they don't understand.
I guess we took too long to get to him or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
I guess, or something of that sort. Anyway, it's 7:46 news time. All brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Make sure and stop in and say hello to Hawk Levy, the Hawkster, the Hawkmeister, as we call him. We've given him a new name. For the best deals in town, go to St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. George has the morning news. Good morning, G.
Oh, thanks for calling me George.
Yeah,
I appreciate
did.
that.
It's
Haven't
better
been
than
called
calling
that
you
in
late
years.
for dinner.
Governor DeSantis says he wiped out most fines for local COVID-19 rules because they don't work.
DeSantis' order eliminates fines on individuals or businesses for not wearing masks or breaking other COVID rules.
I don't think it's conservative or liberal. I just think that those fines are out of control, and we want to make sure that folks are protected.
Speaking in Lake City, the governor said most local COVID ordinances haven't worked. The new rule doesn't apply to fines against nursing homes. I'm Gordon Bird.
1 year has passed since the start of the pandemic in Florida, but this is not the time to let your guard down. Lynette Johnson, a chief nursing officer at Advent Health, says they recommend that you continue to follow CDC guidelines.
And so I would say that at this time, you want to continue to wear your masks. You want to continue to social distance and practice safe practices. Absolutely.
Officials warn that the coronavirus continues to evolve and mutate, and caution is advised even if you've been vaccinated. The state is reporting 4,800 new COVID infections and 59 recent deaths from the virus. The average price for a gallon of gas in Florida has reached $2.85. Could we see $3 a gallon for the first time since 2014?
It's possible. I'm not waving the red flag that we're going to get the $3 a gallon. But if we see additional increases in crude oil, then that's certainly possible.
AAA's Mark Jenkins blames the price surge at the pump on supply and demand. As the pandemic hits the 1-year mark, much of the focus is now on vaccines. Which one should you get?
There's a whole lot of language out there in terms of Pfizer, Moderna, and J&J one shot, and the percentages and so forth. We subscribe to the idea that the best vaccine is the vaccine available to you.
And Advent Health Central Florida CEO Randy Hafner says even after getting vaccinated, you should continue to follow CDC guidelines. And finally, statewide unemployment claims have dropped once again.
The number of Floridians filing first-time jobless claims has reached its lowest point since the pandemic started a year ago. The Labor Department says 16,000 people filed initial claims, down 3,000 from last week. That's just 10,000 more than March 6th of last year, when just 6,000 people filed claims. But then the pandemic started, and so did mass unemployment, with the system overwhelmed with hundreds of thousands of jobless claims within days. I'm Chris Trankman.
News Time 7:49, traffic and weather together, coming next.
$7:50 the time right now on the Get Up and Go show with G and Evan this morning. Traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Schuring, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized healthcare back to dermatology the Waterway. G?
Looks like we've got a situation, and then Vero Beach, a vehicle crash, I-95 southbound. And other than that, things look pretty good. What was I supposed to say at the end of this? Oh, that's to look at your traffic. I'm nailing this. Looks like we've got a pleasant 58 in New York City, Winston-Salem 55, 72 in West Palm, and a pleasant 61 degrees in beautiful Port St. Lucie. Now here's your latest look at weather from WPTV.
Happy Friday to you. Partly, mostly sunny skies, still a little bit breezy out there, and beautiful high temperatures into the upper 70s. Tonight's forecast lows down into the mid 50s on the Treasure Coast, and then highs on Saturday up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Sunday looks just as nice, highs near 80, mostly sunny. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist James Wheeland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
7:54, the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and G. We're a blended show this morning. Good morning. You're on the air. Who's this?
Your wife.
Oh boy.
I love how she says that. Your wife.
Yeah, and the tone she says it in.
He didn't mean anything by that turkey thing.
Yeah.
He was just kidding.
I love you, honey.
He didn't realize I was listening because usually when I come into work early, I don't. I usually just put everything in my locker, come to my classroom, and I start working.
Mm-hmm.
But today I had to bring my phone with me because next week is spring break, so we're having our St. Patrick's Day party today.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of my parents, whom I'm friends with on Facebook, I needed to look at my party list so I could send it to her. And so I was doing that. I was like, oh, I've got my phone in here until I have to clock on. Let me go ahead and put on the show because Evan told me yesterday it was going to be like old times with the two of you together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I put it on and I hear George call in and then you guys start talking about turkey. So let's see if I cook dinner again.
See what you did, Evan?
God. Oh man.
What's George going to move in now, Evan? What, do you want to have him move in?
He actually used to live. He used to live with us down in Green Acres.
Yeah, well, he might be moving back in because you ain't getting no home cooked meals anymore.
Jeez,
you're done.
Man,
better get you some Captain Crunch.
I mean, Rachel could cook a turkey, but no offense, honey, I love you, but
Ray, you
not
can't,
as. You call me Ray.
That's four.
That's four.
You can't come back from this, Evan.
I can't.
I don't see what you're going to do.
I mean, I think she'll admit that George can cook a turkey better than her. Will you?
I know, Donnie. Of course I can.
Well, yeah, that can happen.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've cooked turkeys before. I mean, he's failed to realize I have cooked Thanksgiving before.
She has. I'll give her that.
Mm-hmm.
She's cooked Thanksgiving, and it has turned out pretty good.
Pretty good. That's like kissing your sister.
Oh, God. Man, I can't win for losing. Between you and my wife, I may as well just let you just do the whole third hour by yourself.
Oh, boy.
Jeez. I can't win for losing today.
But she'll forgive you. I mean, the chocolates and jewelry. And
she got that for...
it don't matter. You're going to have to do something.
She got that for Valentine's.
You got to do something.
She got a crap ton of chocolate for Valentine's.
Yeah.
And who helps me eat them?
Mm-hmm. Of course. He picked out the ones that he likes so he can have some of them. I understand. I've done that.
Okay.
I've done it. I've done it. And don't worry about it, buddy.
Thrown under the bus this morning.
Oh, wow.
Just remember,
I kind of thought it was funny when you were like, I think my wife's at work and she can't hear me.
I know.
Yeah.
Busted.
I think I need to correct that statement.
Yeah. Well, just remember my birthday's next Wednesday. I'll be 61. I'm older than you. And your point is, I know.
Cook something special. Like obviously my cooking abilities aren't
Well, that's why we're all going out to Texas Day, Brazil a week from this Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah. We have another call coming in, so I got to run. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Love you.
Bye. Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, man. I think you need Fredo's marriage counseling service. Yeah, man.
Oh, he's got that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Good Lord.
For $100, you come to my office, you can both sit on the couch and just gripe and moan at each other. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Just for $100, you can just sit there and just pour it out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'll tell you how to properly make love to your woman. She won't be doing that again. Yeah, man.
Oh, he's a ladies' man too.
Oh, Fredo is more than a ladies' man. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's more than a ladies' man. If he had $1 for every time he said, yeah, man, he'd be very rich.
Oh, well, that's his catchphrase.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
I even have it recorded.
Yeah,
so
man.
if he's not around, I can play it whenever I want.
I mean, hey.
I have to.
That's right.
I have to. All right. Can I? How do I make an appointment? Who do I need to call?
Well, don't worry. I'll give you a call. And we'll make an appointment maybe Monday or something like that.
Well, just get a hold of my wife. She keeps my calendar for me.
What you need to do is learn how to massage your feet properly. You'll get right to her soul doing that.
Can I tell you something? That is the one thing that I do not do. I do not do feet.
Why?
Do you massage feet?
Yeah.
I can't.
Why
I
the
can't
heck
touch
not?
feet. I just can't touch feet. They're gross.
They are not.
Yes, they are.
Oh,
I don't
man.
do feet.
Okay.
That's just me.
He knows how to handle a woman.
That's your thing.
Man.
If you don't want to do
That's
feet,
it,
don't
right
do
there.
feet.
I don't do feet.
I understand.
Proves his masculinity right there.
There you go.
All right, we got to run top of the hour. We'll talk to you later.
He's the
Fredo.
man. I tell you
he
that.
is. He's more than the man.
He does all kinds of stuff.
He's got all sorts of crap going on. Anyway, hey, Linda the Plant Lady is going to be here coming up at 8:05 this morning. That should be an interesting conversation.
Linda Lou Chainsaw Salisbury.
Ooh, she got a nickname. Sounds like a pro wrestler.
She's probably done some of that too.
All right. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station, and WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast. We're a blended show. We'll be back right after the news.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. The date is March the 12th. It is the weekend of when you put your clocks ahead.
Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants.
My pants are up.
Pull up your pants. Take off the bra and be a man.
I am a man. I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Hey, you look like you could use a friend.
Well, yeah, everybody can use a friend every now and then. The official time, 8:08. Mr. Clock, please certify that.
It's now 8:08 a.m.
And of course, G, we have one of your friends on the phone with us right now.
Oh, the lovely and talented Planthanthorist. No, what do we call her? We've got all kinds of names for Linda, but she's a lovely and talented Linda Lou Chainsaw Salisbury.
Sounds like she was a professional wrestler in a private
Well, she
life.
did that too, yeah.
Chainsaw Linda.
You did professional wrestling, didn't you, Linda?
Good morning. Yeah, but it was called dating.
Oh, boy.
There's a little joke there to get us started.
Yes, of course.
Yes. See, when you get two old buddies that have known each other for over 30 years with 60 years plus combined radio experience, you get the best of both worlds.
And they love you down here, Linda. Linda, they love you down here.
Oh, they do.
They really love you.
They love Linda down here.
Is that
She's
true?
so good.
Yeah.
My fan club base.
Yes.
So is there anything special that you want to concentrate on today? Because this is Evan's show and he'll probably let you do more stuff than me.
Yeah, I give her more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, I go wild. With
Yeah,
Evan and
she
Bonnie.
literally
Evan
does
gives
go
me
wild.
Sometimes 20 minutes.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, we're going to go to 8:20.
Evans to Murgatroyd.
I know.
We're going like 11 minutes this morning with Linda.
Go for
And
it.
she wants to talk about
Yay.
critters. She wants to talk about critters.
Well, Linda feeds snakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's well, I'll let her
stay
tell
over.
us.
Stay over there, please.
Yeah.
I don't like snakes. So let's talk about
Oh,
critters.
Yes. Well, my thing is, it's a it's a broader subject than that, but I like to take care of the planet as best I can, and the planet includes, animals, insects, because we're all on a pyramid. So if you take away, you don't have any insects, then the lizards don't have anything to eat, and if the lizards don't have anything to eat, then they're not food for the birds. So I guess it's more of a circle than a pyramid,
Did
but
she
that's
just make
what
a-
I do.
did she just
And
make a
I do
funny
feed
there?
the snakes. I get them crickets, and I have water for them. And it sometimes gets me in a little trouble. Dee's heard this story, but I have to tell it. I have a shade shed, and it has lattice work on the top, and I have vines growing on that. And I looked up, and I saw this anole going like crazy across the top, and I'm looking, and he's followed by a snake. And I thought, oh, look at that, nature at work. And the snake fell and came right down by my nose and landed on the ground.
Wow.
And if I'd been at 2 inches further forward, he would have been in my hair.
But you're not
And I didn't like
not
that.
you're not afraid of snakes, though. I mean, that doesn't faze you, does it?
No. But I don't think I just watch them. I'm learning more and more all the time about snakes, but I just don't think I want one in my hair.
I run very fast
No?
when I see a snake in my backyard. I see those black snakes every now and then.
Oh, they're faster than you.
Oh, let me tell you, when I see
Yeah.
one, I forget it. I'm
But
like,
they're going to
running
go the
in-
opposite way from
I
you,
scream
Evan.
like
They
a
don't
little
want to have.
girl.
They don't want to have anything
No,
to do
I
with you.
scream like
Believe
a
me.
little sissy. Sorry, I don't like snakes.
No, I don't either. but-
Well, here, Mr. Sissy.
Oh, jeez, thanks.
Well, you said it. I
All
don't
right,
mean it.
yeah, boy, you and my
Um,
wife should collaborate together.
A stomp. Just stomp on the ground if you see one, and it will
Really?
go away because it's
Really?
afraid of
the
that.
vibration.
The vibration?
But Linda, 9 times out of 10, they don't want to have anything to do with us anyway.
Absolutely not. They just say, "Oh, I don't like them. They're in my way. They're
I
gonna
know.
step on me. Help!" And they skitter off. And boy, can they move if they want to.
Wow.
They
Okay.
go very, very fast. So, I wanted to tell another little story. I had I'm full of stories, aren't I, G?
Yeah, you are. You're full
yeah,
of it.
I are.
So,
I
is this
had
the
a-
woman from
a
the shoe? She's got all the
queen
stories.
I didn't get that. but-
Never
The
mind.
little old lady that lived in the shoe.
I didn't want to say
that
the
had so
little
many
old
kids.
lady.
She didn't
Yes.
know what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I didn't know she told stories. I just
Yeah.
thought she had so many kids. She didn't know what to do.
She tells a lot of stories too.
Oh, okay.
It's good enough.
I just didn't want to say little old lady. I was being respectful.
Linda was a hippie.
Oh, I see.
What?
She was a hippie.
You were a
almost-
hippie back
She
in the
almost
day?
went to Woodstock.
What? Almost.
I did. I lived very close to Woodstock, but I had an engagement. I had a show I was doing,
Oh,
so I couldn't go.
okay.
And I don't, I don't really want to be muddy. So I have a queen palm that died a couple of years ago because it got the lethal bronzing, which is a insect that injects it with a virus. So I left 6 feet of it to make a snag. Now, a snag is not a 70s haircut. A snag is a wild place that you leave for animals to live. And so the first year, some woodpeckers moved in, made a hole, made a little nest. I had 2 baby woodpeckers and mom and dad. And this year, squirrels move into the same hole. They made a nest there. And so I have a little squirrels. I've only seen 1 squirrel, but I'm sure there are 2 because you got to have 2 to tango.
Oh yeah.
And yes, you do. But I have seen 1 very fat baby. So that's what a habitat will do for you.
Linda, do you?
Very quiet.
I have not asked you lately about your bat house.
Bat house?
Linda built a house for bats.
She has a bat
Oh.
house.
Talk to us about it, Linda.
Well, I did. Bats are wonderful little creatures. They kind of go through the air by ultrasound. They eat mosquitoes, and they're another one that's as afraid of you as you are of them. And I wanted bats, and I went onto Amazon and I got a bat house, and I went online and I painted it the right color and put it in facing the right direction, and nothing. I did read that they won't come to your bat house until there's something wrong with the bat house that they're already living in.
And I told
Whether
Linda,
it's-
I told her to sabotage the bat house that they're going to so that they come to hers.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a job
Right.
for Commissioner Gordon to get the bats over to the bat house.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should do something. I should get flags or
But they
get
never
more
came,
bugs
huh?
for them to eat.
You built it and they didn't
have-
come.
They did not come. They didn't play baseball with me.
Yeah.
Usually
And
when you build it, they will come.
I know.
I know. That's what they tell us. That's how they get us to go to the movie.
But Evan, I've been
So
telling Ray this forever.
Okay.
You have got to go to her house. She's got an unofficial botanical
please
garden.
do.
Does she really?
Yeah.
Linda, what part of you live in Port St. Lucie,
Well,
right?
she's up in Vero almost.
No, I live
Fort Pierce.
I live in Fort Pierce,
Okay.
but north. I'm about a mile from the Vero border.
Isn't that called Lakeside Park or something?
Lakewood.
Lakewood.
Park?
Lakewood.
Yeah.
Lakewood
Yes.
Park.
Yes, I know where that is.
Yes, and you're most welcome to come anytime. But you probably should call because you never know what I'm going to be doing.
That's
I'm
right.
saying.
That's
Yeah.
right. She's
And
busy.
I found this. Gee, this will make you very happy. He's always telling me, make it a botanical garden. I found the National Wildlife Federation, and I can certify my garden. So I
Really?
put a call into them, and they're going to call me back today to discuss how I do that.
Mhm.
Wow.
But I can get on a national register of certified wildlife habitats.
Wow. Very
Isn't that
cool.
That's
exciting?
amazing.
It is. It is. And Evan, she's got all these little areas where you can like stop if you wanted to stop and read a book or something. I mean, all these little
Really?
areas in her garden. I mean, it's a serious garden.
Have you
dude.
been there?
Oh yeah.
All right,
She
I'm
lives
gonna
on
have
the
to.
same street with Paul Stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
They're
have to take.
neighbors.
I'm gonna have to take a ride up one day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely gonna have
Oh,
to because
please.
I've got her
please.
phone number in my phone.
Absolutely.
I'll bring pizza. Is that all right?
Yeah, if you come to pizza, you can stay for an hour.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, look at that! I got my ticket in there. Okay, all right, very good. Have you ever thought about
I love to have
charging
people come.
admission to walk through your botanical garden there?
Oh, I missed the first part of the question.
Have you ever thought about charging admission? I mean, you could be onto something here. You know,
Well, I have trouble doing that, and it's G says to me also that you can make some money,
yeah.
but I should. And what I'm going to do I'm going to open it up soon, but it's
Okay.
been tough with the COVID and all the things that I have to deal with. But I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to put a box out, and I'm going to say donations welcome, and see how that goes.
That'd be nice. And put a thing of masks out there as well, so people have masks to wear when they go through, and they'll feel safe. And then you can take the money and donate it to a charity organization or something.
But Linda, we did talk about you making house calls and charging to do that. Have you started doing that?
I've gotten brave. I do make house calls, and I'm happy to do it. And I basically sound it out and see. For a donation, I like to have $20, which is nothing. That's not much money.
Right.
You can't get a doctor to visit you for that price.
And I'll do it for nothing. But I really need a little bit of money because of gas, paying my expenses. But I want to share. I want to help people. I want to spread the knowledge.
Spread the love.
There you go.
The plant love
Spread
from
the
the plant lady.
The plant lady love.
Yes.
Plant lady love.
Plant lady love. That's Lou Rawls. Lou Rawls.
Yeah.
Lou Rawls. All right. G, give out her information if people want to reach her.
Well, if you want to get in touch
all.
with the lovely and talented certified plant lady,
former pro wrestler,
chainsaw,
chainsaw.
She's into that too. FloridaFlora16@gmail.com. FloridaFlora16@gmail.com. Get in touch with Linda. You can talk about anything with Linda. You want to talk about pro wrestling? You want to talk about chainsaw to prune? Linda is your gal.
Yeah. She used to be married to Chainsaw Charlie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. In a prior life.
This just cracks me up. I don't know how we got started on it, but I love it. So you guys have a wonderful day.
We sure will.
Listeners. We'll be in touch again.
All right. You take care. All right. Bye-bye now.
Lovely and talented Linda Lou Southbury.
It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold's going to be opening up at $1,702.80 an ounce. Silver will be opening up at $25.50 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report. And it's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. $8:20 right now in the Get Up and Go show with Evan and G. We're a blended show this morning. Bonnie is taking the day off for her 40th birthday.
Good for her.
Yes, she deserves it. G's got the headlines. Good morning, G.
Good morning. How much will Florida receive from the American Rescue Plan? Well, many cities and municipalities in Palm Beach and on the Treasure Coast set to receive millions of dollars under the American Rescue Plan passed by Congress this week. President Joe Biden signed the bill into law yesterday, which will provide $1.9 trillion in COVID-19 reliefs to families, states, and cities across the United States. The bill includes another round of stimulus checks for individuals earning less than $75,000 a year and couples earning less than $150,000 will be sent make it $1,400 checks from the government. Under the state and local assistance provisions in the American Rescue Plan, Florida will receive $10.2 billion. Metro cities in Florida receive $1.4 billion, and other country and other county jurisdictions will receive $1.3 billion. Now, the counties in Florida will receive $4.1 billion, and in total, Florida receives about $17.6 billion from the recovery plan. But to break it down even more by county, Palm Beach County is going to get $290 million, Martin County $31 million, $63 million for St. Lucie County, Indian River County $31 million, and Okeechobee County $8 million. Palm Beach Gardens Community High School placed on lockdown yesterday while police investigated an anonymous threat. The school district notified parents in a telephone call on Thursday morning. The parents and the message said the school was on precautionary lockdown, but that all students and staff were safe in their classrooms. Police blocked the entrance to the campus during the investigation. The all clear given shortly after 1 o'clock, and police and school district officials didn't say what, if anything, was found. Florida School District is forbidding dancing during this year's prom season to help prevent the spread of coronavirus. Now, Evan, I don't know how that's going to fare. No dancing at a prom. What are they going to do? Stand around?
Tap their toes.
Sarasota County Schools recently unveiled social distancing requirements to principals in order to proceed with prom. Among the rules in effect will be a ban on dancing. Spokeswoman Kelsey Wheely said Thursday morning in an email to WPTV. Prom will be limited to seniors only. Masks mandatory to attend. That makes sense. Students will also be grouped into pods and have assigned seating. The pod seating is precautionary so that in the event that a student tests positive for COVID-19, the entire group wouldn't have to be quarantined. Individual schools can choose the venue, the attire, the format, and additional safety precautions such as temperature checks. And as you recall, many Florida school districts canceled proms and graduations last year because of COVID-19. Some Treasure Coast school districts have already made the decision to cancel prom this year as well. It is 8:23. We'll have your traffic and weather together next. Oh, no, we won't. Okay, Sports Set. See, I missed this the last time, but I'm not missing it this time, Evan. Duke has withdrawn from the ACC tournament and ended its season after a positive COVID-19 test within the program. I got to tell you, I wanted to see that game last night. That's FSU playing, man. Come on now.
Yeah, I know how you are with FSU.
But you see the hat. I got the hat on today.
That's right. You see what hat I'm wearing.
What's the hat is that? What
It's
hat
the
is
New York
that?
Mets hat.
What does that New York stand for?
It's the New York Mets hat.
The Blue Devils Conference Tournament quarterfinals against Florida State canceled after a positive test. Subsequent quarantining and contact tracing within the Duke's men's basketball program. Florida State will advance to the tournament semifinal round to play the winner of the game. I don't know who won the game last night between North Carolina and Virginia Tech. I'll find out for you. Miami Heat center Myers Leonard fined $50,000, suspended from the team's facilities, and banned from team activities for a week for the anti-Semitic slur he made while playing video games on Monday. He'll be required to participate in a cultural diversity program. And Ray, on opening day of
that's number 5.
Is that number 5?
It's number 5.
Are you sure that's not 4?
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay, I called him Ray 5 times.
5 times.
All right. On as opening day of the 2021 Major League season approaches, fans across the country will soon return to their home teams' ballparks, and in most cases for the first time since the corona pandemic began. But there are limitations now. Evan, what are the limitations with spring training that you're finding?
Well, here's the deal with spring training. We're allowing about 1,200, 1,300 fans in the stadium with social distancing, and the seats are sold in pods of 1 to 6 is the way they're doing that.
Okay, so
then out of, the hill out in right field, there's squares made. And there's so many squares, and each square holds up to 4 people in a square.
Okay,
that's how they're selling the hill seats. Yeah.
So now, how many does that a stadium hold?
Normally, it's over 7,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's only going to be approximately
less than 20%.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Now, when the home opener though at Citi Field on April 8th versus the Marlins, fans will be allowed on opening day approximately 4,200. That's only 10% capacity. Governor Cuomo announced February 10th that stadium seating at least 10,000 fans can open at 10% capacity, giving the Mets and Yankees the green light to welcome fans at the onset of the 2021 regular season. So it's going to be a little different this year, but at least we've got some baseball. All right. And now, Ray.
That's 6.
News time, 8:26. Your traffic and weather together coming up next, Ray.
7. Time now is 8:27. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. G?
I only see one incident, and that's I-95 southbound, Vero Beach. Other than that, everything looks pretty good on the highways and byways. Looks like people are driving the right way, I guess. So we appreciate that for sure. And that's your latest look at traffic. Let's say 58 in New York City. London has 49. Winston-Salem, 57. A pleasant 67 in Port St. Lucie. And let's see what's happening at WPTV and their weather.
Happy Friday to you. Partly to mostly sunny skies, still a little bit breezy out there, and beautiful high temperatures into the upper 70s. Tonight's forecast lows down into the mid 50s on the Treasure Coast, and then highs on Saturday up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Sunday looks just as nice, highs near 80, mostly sunny. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist James Wheeland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
8:30 is the time right now on the Get Up and Go show. We're a blended show this morning. Myself and G are here. Bonnie is out celebrating her birthday. And without further ado, a man that really needs no introduction, who's always, I guess you could say, outstanding in his own field, the King of Kings, not the Queen of Queens, but thank God he's on his own planet and not planet Uranus. Here's Randy Siegel.
That's all, folks.
Wrecked him, damn near killed him.
I just thought of all that off the top of my head. I don't know where that came from.
Well, you never know where stuff comes out of your head.
Well, especially when G's with me, forget it. This is the first time him and I have done radio in forever.
What's up, Randy?
It's like bad and better.
Oh, there you go.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, well, space history, 1981. The 100th person in space was launched by the Soviet Union. Viktor Savelyev, making his first space flight, became the 100th person in orbit back in 1981. In 1989, NASA launched its space shuttle, STS-29R, And this one put into orbit a new tracking and data relay satellite, very important for sending information back to the Earth from other spacecrafts. In 1995, Russia launched the Soyuz TM-21 spacecraft, including one American and two Russians. Vladimir Deserov and Gennady Strekalov were launched, along with Norm Thagard from the United States. Thagard spent a lot of time in the Mir space station, and he took part for the first time ever in having 13 humans in space simultaneously. 3 were aboard the Soyuz, 3 were aboard the Mir space station, and 7 were aboard the shuttle. So the first one to fly and be part of that new crew was Norm Thagard. In 2016, NASA, or the European Space Agency, along with Russia, launched their ExoMars spacecraft. They put into orbit a Trace-VAS orbiter, and they released the Schiaparelli lander. Only one problem. The lander go boom, and it crashed into the surface of Mars, being unable to be used. And lastly, in 2020, China launched another Long March 3B rocket, placing into orbit a new communications satellite. Well, the astronauts on board the space station continue to do a lot of work, and they used worms. Yep, you heard that right. Tiny worms that were launched to the orbital lab in February to check on the weightless effects of genetic expression in muscles. Shannon Walker loaded cassette samples containing the live worms into a microscope for viewing. Kate Rubins recorded the microscopic video of the worms' activities to understand the effects of spaceflight on muscles. These observations may lead to ways to maintain and improve muscle health for humans on and off Earth. Koichi Noguchi worked in the Japanese Kibo module, getting ready to place small satellites into the depressurized area so that the Japanese robotic arm can launch them into space. Meanwhile, Victor Glover and Mike Hopkins, they readied their spacewalk tools and safety tethers in the U.S. Quest airlock. That's where their spacesuits are being housed. On Saturday, tomorrow, at about 6 a.m., NASA will start broadcasting from the space station. The spacewalk begins at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow, and it will be about 6.5 hours as they continue their work on the exterior. Russians, Sergei Rusakov and Sergei Kushevashchikov, they partnered together, reading eye charts and working on the health of vision. We know that vision is a problem when astronauts return. But 2 Russians also continued their work on sealing that craft in the Zvezda module. They believe that they have it finally sealed, but they will test it again over the weekend by closing the hatches of that section, pressurizing it, and seeing if the pressure drops in any way. From the International Space Station, the heaviest garbage in history was thrown overboard. The unnecessary platform that held old batteries weighing 2.5 tons was thrown from the International Space Station using the manipulator arm. That will burn up in the Earth's atmosphere on the way down. China launched a new Long March 7A rocket. The last time they launched it, it failed. This time it was highly successful, and it placed into orbit a technology verification satellite. That satellite was placed into a sun-synchronous orbit where it appears to hover in one place only and does not drift from that location. SpaceX yesterday tried out once again using and fueling their Starship. Well, In this case, the Starship appears to have been able to hold its tank pressure, and it appears that it made a static firing as well. This bodes well for Starship serial number 11, as they had a good proof test of that vehicle. 38 satellites from 18 countries will be launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome on the 20th. They'll be launched by a Soyuz 21A and placed into 3 sun-synchronous orbits. This will be the first time that so many satellites have been launched to so many different locations in space. Russia apparently is being forced to postpone one of 3 launches this year of a Proton rocket. The Proton rocket was going to launch a Lurch 5 transporter satellite. However, that mission has now been postponed till next year. On Monday, we'll tell you about the spacewalks and about what SpaceX has been doing in space. So until then, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Siegel with the Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday at this time, giving you the latest and greatest, all things pertaining to NASA. Time to head on over to downtown Stewart's and Ellie's Downtown Deli, where G is standing by with the latest and greatest delicacies to soothe anybody's hunger and make them from hangry to happy.
Boy, I love their food. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart. They now have their patio back open. Plus, they're like at 50% dining inside with a full menu for pickup or delivery. And of course, with St. Patrick's Day being right around the corner, a traditional Irish special coming to Ellie's for St. Patty's Day. It's of course, it's corned beef and cabbage. Come on. What do you think it would be, Evan? Corned beef and cabbage, celery, carrot, onion, tri-blend, red potatoes, and soda bread.
Oh, wow.
It's only $12.95 per person. You can pick up in-house and delivery. Call for package deals and pricing. They're taking orders now until March 16th, so you may want to get on this early, okay? Again, it's a traditional Irish special. Corned beef and cabbage, celery, carrot, onion, tri-blend, red potatoes, and soda bread. And that's just the special for St. Patty's Day, but they've got some great food. In fact, they provided chili for our chili cook-off one year in our booth at the chili cook-off, and I've had their cookie, and I've had some of their deli sandwiches, and Mary sweet mother.
Yeah, that cookie is bigger than Ray's head.
Stop it. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well. Call Ellie's 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located at 18 Southeast 6th Street. That's just off Colorado and Stewart. Call them at 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stewart.
8:40 is the time. It's time for news once again. All brought to you by our good friend Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. For the best deals in town in jewelry, coin, anything imaginable. Stop on one of the locations for St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's G.
All right, Evan, more information coming out about the wrong way crash in Tampa that claimed the lives of 2 people this week, including police officer Jesse Matson. Police Chief Brian Dugan says detectives have been able to confirm that Matson deliberately placed his patrol car in Joshua Monteague's path.
He deliberately moved his patrol car into the other driver's path of travel. We believe Jesse Matson was attempting to stop this wrong-way driver from putting anyone else's life in danger and laying down his own.
Police Chief Brian Dugan says the other driver, who was also killed, was a Colorado resident speeding down I-275 drunk and in excess of 100 miles an hour. Governor DeSantis says he wiped out most fines for local COVID-19 rules because they didn't work.
DeSantis' order eliminates fines on individuals or businesses for not wearing masks or breaking other COVID rules.
I don't think it's conservative or liberal. I just think that those fines are out of control, and we want to make sure that folks are protected.
Speaking in Lake City, the governor said most local COVID ordinances haven't worked. The new rule doesn't apply to fines against nursing homes. I'm Gordon Bird.
1 year has passed since the start of the pandemic in Florida, but this is not the time to let your guard down. Lynette Johnson, Chief Nursing Officer at Advent Health, says they recommend that you continue to follow CDC guidelines.
And so I would say that at this time, you want to continue to wear your masks. You want to continue to social distance and practice safe practices. Absolutely.
Officials warn that the coronavirus continues to evolve and mutate, and caution is advised even if you've been vaccinated. The state is reporting 4,800 new COVID infections and 59 recent deaths from the virus. The average price for a gallon of gas in Florida has reached $2.85. Could we see $3 a gallon of gas for the first time since 2014?
It's possible. I'm not waving the red flag that we're going to get $3 a gallon. But if we see additional increases in crude oil, then that's certainly possible.
AAA's Mark Jenkins blames the price surge at the pump on supply and demand. As the pandemic hits the 1-year mark, much of the focus is now on vaccines. Which one should you get?
There's a whole lot of language out there in terms of Pfizer, Moderna, and J&J one shot, and the percentages and so forth. We subscribe to the idea that the best vaccine is the vaccine available to you.
And Advent Health Central Florida CEO Randy Hafner says that even after getting vaccinated, you should continue to follow CDC guidelines. And finally, statewide unemployment claims have dropped once again.
The number of Floridians filing first-time jobless claims has reached its lowest point since the pandemic started a year ago. The Labor Department says 16,000 people filed initial claims, down 3,000 from last week. That's just 10,000 more than March 6th of last year, when just 6,000 people filed claims. But then the pandemic started, and so did mass unemployment, with the system overwhelmed with hundreds of thousands of jobless claims within days. I'm Chris Trankman.
On a Wednesday with no spring training games on the calendar, the Mets set up a drill called the 27 outs game, which requires a team to record 27 outs without making an error. Evan showed me video of this, and how cool was that? The coaches, Luis Rivera and Tony Tarasco, taking turns hitting fungos around the field. The Mets defense recorded out by out. Then, with 1 out left in the game, they set up a situation where the Mets were in Game 7 of the World Series, needing 1 out to win. After a catch by outfielder Michael Conforto, the team decided to celebrate as if it had just clinched a title. For players like Mets first baseman Dominic Smith, the situation set up by the drill gave the team an opportunity to invoke the positive thinking needed to capture a championship. While the moment gave the team an opportunity to dream big about the 2021 season, ultimately the imagined championship celebration served as a moment of levity in the weeks leading up to opening day. News time by 8:44. Traffic and weather together coming next.
$8:46 the time right now. It's time for traffic and weather together on a blended show. It's all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Schuring is located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized healthcare back to dermatology the Waterway. G?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, I got to tell you.
Mr. Rogers.
Well, unless you're in Hancock, Michigan. Well, it's probably nice to them, too. 18 degrees. Let's see, is that a warm day for them? No, they're cold still. Port St. Lucie has 70, 73 in West Palm, 62 in Philadelphia. And London has a cool 50 degrees. And pretty much beautiful skies. And now here's your latest look at weather from WPTV.
You gave the temperature before I hit the stinger.
Oh, did
that's
I?
All right.
How dare me?
All right, here we go.
Happy Friday to you. Partly mostly sunny skies, still a little bit breezy out there, and beautiful high temperatures into the upper 70s. Tonight's forecast lows down into the mid 50s on the Treasure Coast, and then highs on Saturday up into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Sunday looks just as nice, highs near 80, mostly sunny. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist James Wieland on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
You have heard her call up and be funny on the Get Up and Go show, Stuart's #1 morning show. Now, the Stuart Comedy Club, in association with Fredo Entertainment Productions, presents Big Kitty in her first stand-up comedy appearance.
Well.
Oh, boy. Big Kitty talks about men.
Oh, that is funny.
Big Kitty on raising kittens. Big Kitty's hilarious stories about using the cat box. Here is what fans are saying about the comedy of Big Kitty.
It was fresh and funny. Can't wait to see her again.
Big Kitty is one funny cat.
I don't get it. Cat got up on stage and meowed for about 45 minutes.
Tickets are on sale now to see Big Kitty live at the Stuart Comedy Club. Call 1-800-FUNNY-CAT. That's 1-800-FUNNY-CAT now to reserve your tickets today. It's Big Kitty Live, the funniest cat in the world.
That's some funny stuff. Okay, what you say?
And without further ado, it's time to go to the home office for a very special top 10 with Phil, who is joining us on our line right now. So, Phil, without further ado, if you would kindly give us our top 10.
Thank you, Evan. And from the home office of Yeehaw Junction, Florida, perfect for the birthday of your co-host, Bonnie. Top 10 perks to Bonnie being the almighty goddess of radio. Top 10 perks to Bonnie being the almighty goddess of radio. She has that title, and so here are the perks for that title. Number 10, free coffee with Philip at participating Shell stations. Number 9, fewer hassles when applying for a commercial fishing license. Number 8, becomes the subject of late night discussions in prison. Number 7, she has the authority to command your subject, Evan 9, to subscribe to AARP only $16.99 a year. See website for details.
Do it, Evan.
Does it all the time.
Number 6, has the power to dispatch U.S. troops anywhere in Martin County without consulting Congress. Number 5, spends less time waiting around in the supermarket because now she can use the almighty goddess of radio checkout lane.
Oh, that's good to have your own
like
lane.
that.
I like
Right?
that too.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. All right.
Number 4, not have to worry about singing her big hit, Total Eclipse of the Heart anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Bonnie Tyler.
Yes,
Not Bonnie Ashley. Sorry, got
different
mixed up
Bonnie
there.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 3, lifetime membership to the Kraft Macaroni and Cheese Club. Number 2, her picture that recently was posted on Facebook is now on back rooms at muffler shops everywhere. And number 1, the counter boy at McDonald's usually tosses in a couple of extra ketchups without her knowing. There's your top 10 list.
Congratulations, Bonnie. You got your own top 10
Yeah,
list.
and of course, without further ado, Fredo and the band are going to play a little something for our very own Bonnie right now. Let me find it here. Hold on.
So they've got Bonnie's got her own song
Yeah, Bonnie has
and her own checkout lane at the grocery store. Good Lord, woman.
Oh yeah,
right?
I
Yeah.
love that.
yeah. All right, let's strike up the band for Bonnie.
Dear Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to
That just brought a tear to my eye.
you. Yeah. All right. There you go. Fredo and the Shy Guys. Can't believe, and Bonnie has not called the show all morning.
Good for her. It's her
Oh, no,
birthday.
she's sleeping in. That's
Yeah.
what she's doing,
Oh
you know.
yeah, definitely.
I can never sleep till 9 o'clock.
Are you kidding?
You can?
No.
Oh,
Heck
I
no.
can't.
dude, I
Oh,
can't.
No.
Even on the weekends, I'm up
Absolutely
at 8
not.
o'clock. I got to
No.
be. I'm just like, so I'm missing something, I guess.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I forgot to do something this
What?
morning. Hold on. Let me. This is weird because
You forgot to do something?
Yeah, I forgot to do
Uh-oh.
something. Let me click this.
Gee, you threw them all off this
Yeah,
morning.
you threw me all.
No,
off.
I was the one that was.
Ray.
I was. Oh, but wait a minute. How many times was it? 7 times. We should have did some kind of a
7
bet.
times.
Yeah,
Oh,
7
you,
times.
Oh, you kept track, huh?
I kept
Yeah.
score today, yeah.
Yeah, 7 times.
And he didn't call me Bonnie not once.
No, not at all. Not at all. That's because I was very careful.
Self-control there, buddy.
I
I'll
was
tell
very,
you.
very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Very,
Well,
very
I am
careful.
the show's official continuity director, so
Right
that's
on.
how I keep track of all this stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I'm trying to get into the priest and the. Oh, there we are. Now we're there. All
The
right.
priest
Very,
and the rabbi.
yes, we're in with the priest and the rabbi, and Rabbi Durbin is joining us right now on our Zoom line. Good morning, Rabbi Durbin. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Say good morning to G.
Hey,
He
good
is
morning,
from our
Rabbi.
sister station, and he is co-hosting with me. Bonnie is not here this morning. So we're gonna break G in with the Yiddish word of the day.
Oh, okay.
He has never experienced the Yiddish word of the day, so if you could bless
It's a
us,
tremendous experience.
it is. It really is. If you could bless us with a supercharged Yiddish word of the day, we'd appreciate it.
Sure. Well, just given what you guys are doing this morning, it's about time that we prevailed over all the work and important stuff that you guys do. To kvel.
Cavell.
Yes.
And the meaning of that, if you would please.
To burst with pride over actions and accomplishments.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's our Yiddish word of the day, G.
Now say that word again.
Kavel.
Kavel.
Right.
Okay.
It's better than being
I get you
shishvitz.
both to use it at least 10 times in everyday conversation.
Kavel.
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 At least you could say the word. G. Bonnie can never say the word.
Well, maybe it's an easy one. That's an easy one. Kavel.
Well, there's other words Bonnie has issues with pronouncing in the Yiddish word of the day, such as verklempt.
Oh, verklempt.
Verklempt. You have to
talk amongst yourselves.
Verklempt. Verklempt. And there's another one is shishvitz. That's another one.
Shishvitz. Watch
Now,
out
see,
with that
you
one.
Can't, you can't say that. Rabbi Durbin knows what I'm talking about when you're shishvitzed, right? Rabbi Durbin?
Yep.
So there's many other types of words. Rabbi Durbin is a man of many words this morning. So what's on tap for the show today, Rabbi Durbin?
Yeah, we're going to be looking at when does religious rituals, do they enhance our understanding or perhaps do they hamper our understanding?
Okay.
When does religious harm do more harm than good or more good than harm?
All right, very good. Make sure and tune in to Priest and a Rabbi, the critically acclaimed, award-winning, riveting radio program, as we like to call it. And they'll be coming up a little bit after 9 o'clock this morning.
How do I get tickets to their show?
You can ask the rabbi. He'll be able to take care of that for you. The rabbi has some comp tickets, so we'll make sure and get those to you, Phil.
All
right, Phil, thanks for joining us this morning, by the way.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
All right, bye-bye now. Rabbi Durbin, we'll talk to you a little bit after 9 o'clock. All right.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Take care. Well, G, it's been an exciting morning.
Oh, this
Lots
is
of
over?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
It's over. It is over. You know what they say? It's like yesterday's kitty litter.
Well, that's our show.
This concludes the entertainment part of our program.
Well, that was fun. I think it went really well.
See ya. I'm out of here. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, show's over, G.
Fall back and spring ahead.
That's right. Remember, turn your clock ahead Sunday, because if you don't, you'll be late for work on Monday.
Make no mistake about it.
Gee, it was a pleasure.
A plum pleasing pleasure.
It was a pleasure to have you here. It was like the old times back at WPOM. We used to do the crossover.
Now, yeah,
Remember
you got to end with that thing that I always mess up. I think I got it right
That's
today.
right. Well, first, let me say this. If you have good values on the inside, always remember, you won't look for validation on the outside. That's a very true statement. It really is.
It is.
And on that note, we say ciao, mein.
Honduras.
And arrivederci.
Thank you.
You did it. I'm proud of you. You did it. All right. We're WSTU Stewart, Morton County's Heritage Station, and WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast. Thanks for putting up with us for the last couple of days on a blended show. And everything will be back to somewhat of normality come Monday morning. Bye-bye for now.